Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. The moment you have been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
Welcome into the Ultimate Autographs break room here on Friday, May 16th, 2025. I'm your host, Mike Napolitano, alongside my producer, Rip Camelucci. Rip, you're ripping and sipping already this morning with the brand new coffee maker. How you feeling?
It's May 16th, 2025. And if you can believe it, it's a Friday once again.
I think that's the longest you've held it thus far.
All right.
So
let's
yeah,
start counting
pretty
it.
good. Yeah, we're gonna have to start keeping a timer on the
And hopefully my voice won't be as shot as it is today.
You give Soldier Boy a run for his money. All right, well, we got to get into some housekeeping before we get into the actual rundown here. So let's go ahead and get to our dice roll on the randomizer. That would be 6 or higher is what we need. You see yesterday, Common rolled doubles here, not snake eyes, but 2 3s to make a 6. Let's see if we could get that lucky again. That is a 10, though. 10's a decent number. We like a good even number here in the morning. That's fine. So 10 is our dice roll today. We add that in here. And then let's get over to our chase wheel spin. See what we're chasing today. As per Rip has been doing this whole week, if we get a series with less than 10 boxes, we're going to spin it again. And if that series plus the first series don't get us to 10 boxes, we're going to add a third. And I will say last night's show, this room did get picked apart a bit, but I will promise you there are a lot of headliners here on the board today, so still a lot of good stuff that you're not going to want to miss. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
We wouldn't even start the show unless there was something worthwhile in here, and there's plenty of that. So I believe all 8 series up on the wheel here that are on our board. Let's give it a spin. And what do we got here? Looks like it's going to be the 1 and 4. Now, the 1 and 4 has 9 boxes.
Spin it again.
So you guys are so lucky. We're going to get one more spin out of it. There's nothing with 1 box on there. That would make it a perfect 10. But so, yeah, you guys are lucky. You get the 9, and we're getting something else in here as well. I did not remove the 1 and 4, so I could have landed on it again. That's my bad. But looks like we're going to get the minis.
Okay.
So the total of 12 boxes, because in the minis there are 3 boxes, 1 headliner remaining. That is the Aaron Jones. And then the 1 and 4 which is 7 headliners in 9 boxes. Trae Young on a ball, Ric Flair on a belt, woo! Taylor Swift on a CD, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on a licensed jersey, and then secondary headliners in Bruce Smith, Paul Pierce, and Allen Iverson. Don't worry, we will go through an actual rundown on the break page with that. Let me actually update our chase here. That will be 1 in 4 and minis. Very cool. All right, so Rip, one thing for the minis that Common was talking about yesterday is what we'll probably do is we'll do a double and then we will do a single. And I know we don't usually do single minis, so the prices and the costs will be halved.
25.
Yep. So,
Right.
yeah,
I can do that.
self-explanatory, easy enough. Normally, I know some people are going to be asking for this in the chat. Oh, pair the minis. Well, it kind of all depends on what comes out, because if that Aaron Jones is still on the board, it's going to be one box, we're done, we move on. And in fact, we might not even have another mini series for you next. What we might be dropping for you, it might be something different. I'm not sure. So that's why we are not pairing. But we will see. Let's see if we get there today, especially with it being our chase wheel spin. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, right? So I believe there is a backup, right? But yeah. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. So it's just going to be that double box and then the single. We won't be pairing. Let's see. Let's get on over to our break page. And let me show you back on this screen. Here's our break page. Mostly everything, I believe, is open from last night. We have the vault, which was a hot ticket item last night. That vault, that had a lot of really nice hits in it, and it still does. Unfortunately, Rip, we pulled this Bob Greasy. You're not able to see it. No Dolphins for Rip this morning. There might be some other Dolphin opportunities. You never know what's in the Anmore section. And, yeah, it could be. But you know what is still available in here is this Bo Jackson on this Raiders Speed Flex. Bo knows, a 2-sport athlete. He's an absolute legend. Everybody knows Bo, and Bo knows everybody and everything. So Speed Flex, Bo Jackson in here. How about the Brian Urlacher on a Hydro Authentic? Guys, I've been waiting to see this for so long. Help me out and help yourselves out. Get this Brian Urlacher right now. I love that really nice blue signature right there. You don't see that a whole lot from the Bears, that at least that shade of blue. It's usually more of a navy blue, but it works so well on the Hydro. I have not seen Hydro Authentic. I've only seen them in the Speed Flexes, so that's an interesting one. We also have the Jamar Chase Salute to Service here with that orange color match signature on there, that autograph. So Bengals lid, beautiful, beautiful work right there on that Jamar Chase. The best running back probably of all time, the Lion King, Barry Sanders. Yeah, live action or animated, doesn't matter. This man, yeah, he is an absolute stud. We need an animated Barry Sanders movie. That's what we need. We need a recast of all of that. But that one is really nice and still available in there. And then how about another Speed Flex? 3 Speed Flexes and a Hydro Authentic I've gone over in this series. That just tells you what is still left on the board. That would be the A.J. Brown Speed Flex. Book not included, but that's a ripped Speed Flex. Look at that. Beautiful artistry right there to show both sides of that Eagles wing. I apologize because actually we had 2 Authentics. There was, of course, a Salute to Service, a Hydro, and 3 Speed Flexes still available in here. And it's going to increase with the heat in this room because we have a lunar George Kittle. This guy, Common was just saying last night, this guy seems like he is everywhere. I mean, you see him at WWE, you see him at the Messi game in Inter Miami, but this guy is an absolute stud on and off the field, and that lunar, I think, really nicely encapsulates the fact that George Kittle is as popular and as slick as the coloring on this helmet.
He's
as
on
well.
a lunar, you said?
He is on
Well,
a
that's
lunar.
because he is out of this world.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Hey.
We got a mooning last night. Can we get a lunaring here in the break room this morning? And then last but not least in our photoed headliners, how about this? Rave Bo Nix on that Denver Broncos lid right there. That Cyber Horse. Bo Nix. I like the blue signature on this one as well. That really pops, but really just the coloring on this one. And Bo Nix, you're gonna want to get him sooner rather than later, because this guy, he took his team to the playoffs in a year that I don't think anybody really expected. We were talking about this yesterday, Rip, on our show, and I think that's only going to bode well for Denver fans going forward, and just Bo Nix's career as a whole. So that would be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 photoed headliners. But wait, there's more. We also have 2 unphotoed headliners, secondary headliners. That would be Frank Gore and Jameson Williams, in addition to 2 vault keys still on the table. That is a $200 gift card and a $100 gift card somewhere within boxes B like boy and D like dog. That would mean we have
Dog boy.
9 headliners and 2 vault keys, so 11 things worth your while within 19 boxes. I love the ratios in there. And let's go and take a look at some of these helmets that are still available in here. Here's that AJ Brown.
Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. Man, give me
especially for
a
AJ Brown.
custom AJ Brown Reading Rainbow helmet.
Exactly. Yeah, that would be sick.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
A dual signed AJ Brown, LeVar Burton, custom Reading Rainbow Speed Flex.
That would be unreal. Dalton Shoulders, hello. Hello, Dalton. How are you? How's it going? Good morning. Good to see you. Good to hear from you, I guess. We pulled that last night. We pulled that yesterday. So the only other videoed headliner we have still here in this series, I say the only other like it's a bad thing, but my goodness. Have you seen an entire hydro? I mean, sometimes we've seen the hydro patterns on the speed flexes, and speed flexes have so much going on that the hydro pattern's just either on the top and it fades into something else. This is authentic. Not that it doesn't have anything going on, but it makes it so much more beautiful that we get the entire hydro pattern on the entire helmet. You get those Bears logos on the side, the 54 on the back for Brian Urlacher, and of course, he throws his Hall of Fame inscription in there as well. An absolute legend.
A full hydro, call it Waterworld.
Right, yeah, and water for that blue ink as well, that Brian Urlacher Hall of Fame 2018. An absolute monster of the Midway and a legend, Brian Urlacher. So that's our vault. We have 8 spots to go in the quad, 8 to go in the double, so that is wide open.
Hey, Mike, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What is the Midway?
It's a good point.
I'm just sincerely, I've never thought to ask before. I've never looked it up, but I figured I'd ask someone who was born and raised in the area. You might know.
Yeah, because I know there's like Midwest, right? And that's different.
And I know
Midway Airport
Arcade Games was like based out of here as well for a little while. You don't have to go looking it up.
I feel like a bad Bears fan not knowing it, or bad Chicagoan. Why is it?
Here, I'll look. You keep with the top to bottom rundown, and I'll do the. That's the job of the producers to do the research.
That's fine. We could. After the exposition. Oh, okay. So this has to do with the World's Columbian Exposition, which was held in Chicago.
The Midway's where the arcades are, right?
1893.
Where the games are.
Yes. So it's like a fair.
Great. Perfect. Beautiful. It all
Wow. Are they
makes
calling
sense.
Chicago a carnival this whole time? That's crazy. I mean, I live here and I might be a little bit of a clown, but come on now.
Well, I mean, Chicago's. I mean,
My
the
nose
World's
isn't
Fair.
that big. Well,
Devil
it
in the
is,
White
but-
City. That's
Yeah.
That's Chicago, baby.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. I'm not going to stop calling it the Midway. That means it's basically like Carnival Airport.
Well, but
Fair airport.
It's a good because
I don't know
again,
about those
it was for
prices being
the
fair,
World's Fair. It was
World's
we were
Fair?
the center of the world, man.
We still are.
Well-
I'm the center of the world.
Okay, get back to this rundown.
Just kidding. Anyways, so we have a couple of new things going on here in the break room if you haven't been around here recently. So
You've been under a rock.
yeah, so if you look at this vault right here, we have the quad box break and the double box break. Those are still, like I said, wide open with 8 to go. I'm going to skip this mix it up right now. We'll come back to it. And then we have this 4-spot break. It's a double box break, but it's a 4-spot break. There are 3 spots remaining in here. So that means one person has bought in. It is still for that same vault, but now you have a 1 in 4 chance rather than a 1 in 8 chance in going home with a headliner. And especially because this one is a double box break, your chances are increased because we're pulling 2 boxes. So that's makes things a little bit nicer. Donnie DeHut jumping in here asking for some order numbers. If you have time, in hospital causing me to miss. Thank you. Oh my goodness, Donnie, I hope everything is okay, my guy. Yeah, that doesn't
well wishes
sound
your
good.
way.
Rip's got the orders in front of him. That's what we got 5 orders in there, so give him a second to double check any of those. I don't believe you won anything in last night's show, but I do remember you hopping in there. He said going home today. Well, good, okay. If you know, of course, it could be a privacy thing. So if you don't feel comfortable sharing with us what exactly is going on, you don't have to. But
we're not violating no HIPAAs here today.
Yeah, glad you're going home today, though. So I assume that means everything's okay. Oh, COPD. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. All right. Well, hopefully everything's good for you, my man. And take it easy. Take care. I know that heat is coming around. That's probably not good for COPD. At least here in the Chicagoland area. I don't know about where you're at, but yeah, spring can kind of probably spark that up a little bit. Kind of
That
like
last
allergies.
order there, Donnie, 854, has not broken yet. That has not broken yet, so that is not a winner yet.
So you're still in the game there. Let's jump into that 1 in 4, or no, sorry, the mix it up since I kind of overlooked it because this is still hot fire. See, okay, we did pull this jersey, the Monsters of the Midway jersey, but once again, going back to our Monsters of the Midway conversation, here you go though, Rip.
Yeah.
Even though we pulled that Bob Greasy, we still have the Dan Marino on the mini. So you could still get your Dolphin fill in the room here today with a Dan Marino mini. How about a Manny Machado bat on that Adirondack bat? It's all blacked out with that silver signature. You really want to see that one come out today. It's one of our last baseball hits in this series, at least under the headliners, but we have one more, hint, hint. Steve Young is on this authentic right here, this San Francisco authentic, and Julius Erving is on a jersey. So really something for every single spot here, because you've got, well, actually, no, this is that weird mix it up. So it's based on team rather than sport. I'm confusing that with the 1 in 4. So it depends on which teams you get in those different spots. But Dan Marino and Steve Young both in the football category, Manny Machado in the baseball category, Julius Erving, Dr. J on that beautiful 76ers jersey. He's got the 6 on the back, signature right in there. You're not going to want to miss that one. Look at this. You can even kind of tell from the picture, this is those old mesh jerseys when they had the mesh in the NBA.
Yep.
That's a really nice touch because that's of that
Breathable.
timepiece. But the only other headliner in here, and I say the only other headliner, but he is in the news as of late, the late, great Pete Rose. Now, say what you will about the controversy off the field. You can't deny the actual stats on the field. Pete Rose as a secondary headliner in here to round out the baseball in this break. But as far as the mix-it-up goes, we have 9 boxes, and those are just 5 headliners. So still 4 boxes that we're not sure what they entail. So we could have some more baseball. We could have some more football. The and more section, you know better than I do if you've been in here in the break room, or just as well as I do at this point, I think, that the mix it up, the mixer series, so like the 1 in 4 and the multi-sport, just because it's not a headliner doesn't mean it's not great. That means it's probably going to be a hidden gem in that and more section. So jump on in there, get one of those. That would be incredible. So that's our mix it up series. That's the double box, 6 spots remaining. So 2 spots taken up in there. How about the practice squad? In fact, this is still untouched as of last night. Common and I did not do any practice squad hits last night. However, it's probably got the most headliners on the board. Let me just double check my math here. Other than the reps, but that's personal reps. This has the most headliners if you don't count the vault keys in addition to those 9, because otherwise the vault would have 11 boxes worth your while. Practice Squad has 10 headliners alone amongst 16 boxes. How about that for ratios? That means 5/8 of the boxes have a headliner in them. That would be headlined with the JJ Watt Mini right here on that Rave Texans Mini. That's so sick. And he's got such a big signature, but such a short name. It's kind of funny to me. Like, it's almost like he's trying to stretch it. But to find room on a Mini to do that is impressive for JJ Watt. So you're going to want JJ Watt on that Mini. You could also get Michael Irvin in here. So if you're a fan of either of these two Texas teams, Dallas or the Texans, a little bit of rivalry there, but you've got the Michael Irvin on the Dallas Cowboys Authentic. We have an Ed Reed Authentic in here as well. Ed Reed on the beautiful Edgar Allan Poe Attacking Ravens lid. I actually just saw a little bit of footage of the Ravens wearing these helmets. It was just highlights from this past season and such that were just sprinkled into a video. But these helmets on the field with the gold face mask, when you're looking down a player's eye line, it's just absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. It's intimidating as well. So you've got this brand new style helmet, but Ed Reed on the signature with that gold color match ink. I'm sure he had a ball signing that one, getting to use a gold marker. That's so sick. Darrelle Revis is in here as well on, once again, another Rave. Look at this Jets Rave down here. That is really, really cool. Rip's got those numbers in there for you, Donnie. One not broken yet. And it looks like the other one's no winners. But yes, get well soon, Donnie. Hope everything's going well for you. You know, being that you're going home today, I hope that's that means good vibes on the way. Back into the break here, though. Darrelle Revis, as I was mentioning on that Rave, I don't know if he did the little island inscription on this one, though.
I don't believe he did.
It looks like just his name and his number, but I do appreciate the number. Sometimes you always got to wonder who's who when signatures get a little convoluted. So really nice right there. And we do also still have the Steve Smith Sr. up here on this Carolina Panthers lid. He just found some room in there for that signature in between the striping on the top and the Carolina Panther logo right there. James Harrison is in here as well on this camo Steelers lid. It's a really nice touch. I don't know what it is about the camo Steelers lids. Different from all the other camo lids that we've had. I don't know. Something about it just works.
I don't disagree. It reminds me of like the Appalachians, you know?
Yeah, you know, I wonder if it has to do something with the color scheme of the Steelers, with the gold, the yellow and the red and the blue diamonds right there. But like, I don't know, something just makes it pop even more when it's on that camo style lid right there. So James Harrison, that's a nice authentic hit right there. Everything's an authentic in this right now. Other than, of course, the Mini. We also have Marshall Faulk. Marshall on that. I believe that is a Lunar. Is that? No, yeah, it's Lunar on the Colts lid right there. It's tough when like the team is already like
that's actually
mostly
colors.
white, you know. Yeah, so it's tough to see the matteness of it there, but yeah, very nice Marshall Faulk. You can add him to your personal collection. We've seen him a few times here in the break room, but if you don't have him in your PC, you're definitely going to want to add him sooner rather than later before things get rotated around here in the break room and we don't see as much of him. I don't know if that's the case, but I'm just warning you just in case. Better to jump in now rather than wait and then kick yourself later because you missed out on it. And then last but not least, in the photoed headliners, Aiden Hutchinson on this alternate Lions lid. That is so sweet. That's another lid that I really love the coloring, and I can say that as a Bears fan. I can admit I really love these Lions lids. They're probably some of the cleanest that we see in the room. You add in the Aiden Hutchinson signature on that, and it gets just even better. The unphotoed headliners that we have in here, Warren Sapp and Steve McMichael. So as I said, 10 headliners in 16 boxes. So that is probably a really good break to jump into as well. And by probably, I mean definitely, and you should get in there. Don't just take my word for it. Go ahead and attack it. Let's see. We got the diamonds in here as well. 6 to go in this double box break. The diamonds, the only photoed headliner we still have in here, and I say the only, meaning it is lone, stands with none. Justin Jefferson, Jay Jettis on that Vikings rave. So if you're a fan of the NFC North, I'll put it to you this way. Mike Napolitano, I am a fan of the NFC North. I'm a Bears fan. We have a Brian Urlacher in the room in that vault. We have the Aiden Hutchinson in the practice squad. And we have the Justin Jefferson in the diamonds. And I will tell you this much. I typically pull NFC North.
I seen it.
So if you are a fan of any of these teams or any of these players, and how can you not be a fan of Jay Jettis? Justin Jefferson, he's probably one of the most well-known active players in the league because he is one of the most talented wide receivers in the league.
Getting that Little Caesars money.
Pretty much the most yardage, right? I mean, of any receiver in the league. I don't know if was he number one this year. I think he was number one the year before that. But I mean, absolutely electrifying indeed. Getting that Little Caesars money in as well. But not just Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson on an authentic Rave helmet. So that beautiful all purple just mixed in with a little bit of black. And we're being nice these days. We're throwing in visors on the Authentics as well so that they display even nicer in your collection or increase the value if you're looking to flip something. So definitely get in there. Definitely check out that Jay Jettis, Justin Jefferson. That is Justin Jefferson, the one sole headliner amongst 3 boxes left. So the ratios aren't bad. It's not like, you're digging and hunting for Justin Jefferson amidst 10 to 20 boxes. There's just 3 boxes left. He's got to be in one of them. This is the double that I was talking about. So 2 people have bought in. My recommendation, I had this last night. I would recommend you buy a spot in the double and the single so that you have the opportunity to be in the break that he is for sure coming out of. Those are the last 2 breaks that we will do for the Diamond Series until we open up new diamonds. But Justin Jefferson still in one of those 3 remaining boxes. And I can see him in the room, guys. I don't know which box he's in, but I know there's 3 diamond boxes just staring at me over here. And I want to see them opened up, and I know you do too. Let's jump back into what we have here in the break page. That was our diamonds. So that's getting us to our can't miss 1 and 4 series. Here is where we have the basketball, football, baseball, and then everything else spots. It's 1 and 4 because those are the only 4 spots. So 4 people buy in. We get to that break a lot quicker. That is the nature of this game. We still have a slew of headliners in here. That would include the Trae Young ball. I mean, that thing is just sick on that Atlanta Hawks ball. It's not your typical looking basketball. It's got basically got the court on there. We did see another basketball come out last night. That was the Kevin Garnett. That was out of the Mix It Up series, and it had some of that hardwood floor design on there, which is a really nice added touch. But Trae Young definitely carrying that Atlanta Hawks team when he can. Superstar and still on the come up. So get him young, get him early, and get him before his value increases. No, tough crowd. Okay, all right, that's fine. I said get him young, get him early, right? Yeah. Don't get him when he's 40 and his knees are shot, right? And he's just doing his podcasts still, right? Woo! Ooh, Ric Flair on that belt. Come on now. So many people have not pulled wrestling stuff here in this room, despite us having it in the breaks. And by that, I mean so many people who are wrestling fans. Now, I am not the biggest wrestling fan. I'll tell you that much. But what I will tell you is that just might mean I pull this sooner than all those other wrestling fans.
I'd say so.
It's the way it goes in here. So if you want a Ric Flair, you've got to jump in here in the Can't Miss 1 and 4 series.
And it's on the belt that you'd want a Ric Flair autograph on. It's on that old school NWA, WCW, big gold belt. It's not the 10 pounds of gold. It's not the NWA title. But that is, when I think of Ric Flair, and when I think of that title. When I think of that title, I think Ric Flair.
Yeah, no doubt, for sure. I mean, that is the, I don't want to call it old school. More so like classic, I feel is the right term for it.
Because it's been sort of reinvented a couple times over the past few years. But that's the one, man. That's WCW right there.
And I feel so many of the newer belts have like so much going on that I'm sure, this one looks very busy as well, but it doesn't have quite as distinctive decals on here.
Oh, I think
so you can tell what era it's at.
What you may be kind of referring to is the fact that most title belts these days are just essentially like the logo.
Yeah,
cool,
that's
thanks
true.
for your branding. I'm the champion of a brand. Yay.
It's all
Isn't that
about
what we've
money,
all
right?
grown up wanting to be? To champion a brand?
Yeah, right? Yeah, oh well. But that is not all we have in here. We have, of course, a couple more headliners. That would include, where am I at here? The Taylor Swift CD. Where are my Swifties at? Taylor Swift just went to the Soldier Field in Chicago for her last tour here. I will be at Soldier Field next Saturday for AC/DC with my dad. I was going to make it an early Father's Day gift. Then he went and told me, hey, my friends got me a ticket. And I'm like, oh, cool.
Cool.
Thank goodness I had not bought the tickets yet, though.
Really.
So now, it actually makes it easier for me that I just had to buy my own ticket, and I'll just sneak down by them.
There you go.
Squeeze in. Nobody's gonna be sitting in seats during the concert, anyways, right? So
real high key dad concert too.
Yeah, dude, I'm so stoked for that. Like, I've been to a bunch of dad concerts. I've been to Creed. I've been to Nickelback. I've been to.
I don't know. All right, those are more so like my age generation right there.
Yeah. We're almost dads, and by almost I mean not close at all. But
I know what you mean. That's so. There's actually, to your point, there are some great Spotify playlists out there to the effect of like divorced dad music.
Yeah, divorced dad
rock.
Yeah, that would be Creed. That would be like Three Doors Down.
Yeah.
I love all that stuff though
Three Doors
too.
Down for
I
sure.
blame NHL,
Puddle of Mud.
EA NHL.
Trapped.
For the few, I have said that I'm not the biggest video gamer, but I blame EA NHL for the little bit of video gaming that I did play because those soundtracks were so great that like I went and I downloaded all those songs so early on that like I was probably like 16 years old listening to like Hold Me Now, I'm 6 feet from the edge and it's like, does this kid even know what he's singing about right now? Like, he's never experienced any of these feelings before at 16 years old. But anyways, Taylor Swift, she went to Soldier Field as well. Those concerts, you best believe, were all sold out. She is a does she have a B next to her name now? Is it billion at this point? It is billion, yeah. Multi-billion-dollar artist, Taylor Swift. Not necessarily my cup of tea, as you just kind of heard some of what my music taste is. However, I do respect her craft. I do respect her worth. I do respect her knowledge.
Not your cup of tea?
Yeah, not my cup of tea. But I do respect the fact that she is an incredibly smart businesswoman and markets her stuff. She's a boss lady is I think what the new age term is.
Girl boss,
yeah, girl boss lady. Yeah, she's amazing. That is on. Oh, and we did look up
Folklore.
Is it Folklore? Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, Fairy Tale, but that's like a lyric in one of her songs.
Yes.
But Folklore, Fairy Tale along the same lines. But yes, that's her Folklore CD. The album cover itself is signed right there, so no need to even get. That's a really nice one because no need to even get a shadow box for it. It's already in there.
Did it for you.
And hey, if you're just like me and Taylor Swift is not your cup of tea, then this would just be a really, really, really nice trade piece. We were talking about that yesterday with the Messi jersey. There are so many soccer fans in the world, football, I should say. But if you're maybe not the biggest Messi fan or maybe not the biggest football fan, then that was maybe just a really valuable, expensive piece for you that you can flip and use to buy more speed flexes or more bats or more helmets. Like whatever you are into, I mean, you're just getting the value out of it. Because I'll tell you right now, despite the Messi being gone, the Taylor Swift is probably, despite all those other athletes' names up there, probably across our entire board, the most valuable item. Because, like I said, there is a B next to her name. $1 billion net worth. Taylor Swift, you will find somebody that is willing to pay 10 times the price that you paid for this Taylor Swift CD autographed on there. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is in here as well. An absolute legend that I think many kind of overlook these days with the fact that you've got Kobe and Shaq, and we pulled a Shaq jersey last night, but also even LeBron James and the whole James versus Jordan discussion. But Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was there first. I think Common may have peed a little when he pulled the Messi. Yes, I can attest I was here. I did not see that, but you never know. I'm sitting in this chair right now. I'm hoping that's not the case.
Dry chair? Is it a dry chair?
It's a dry chair right now. May have dried overnight. I will say I was sitting right where Rip was, and I may have peed a little. It was exciting. So
that's what that was.
Oh yeah, all right. So you did find it. Okay, that was my gift to you this morning.
Literally the same exact thing that my dog did today.
Oh no!
He's having some issues with his paw, so he's not a real happy camper right now. And woke up to go in the shower, and he peed like right on the shower mat.
Aww.
Yeah, he's going through it, but
well, at least it was on the shower mat, right?
Like, yeah,
it's a little bit easier to clean
going
then,
into the shower, instead of like
Yeah.
stepping in it fresh or whatever. But yeah, basically you and the Colonel have a little something in common.
Me and the Colonel. All right, I love it. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the last photoed headliner that we have in this series. However, we still have Bruce Smith, Paul Pierce, and Allen Iverson. So basketball fans, you can really get your fill with Paul Pierce, whose nickname I believe is The Question. Or no, is it The Answer? And Allen Iverson, The Truth?
No, AI's the answer.
I had
Paul
that backwards.
Pierce is the truth. Quote,
truth.
Quotes, heavy quotes.
So you can get a truthful answer if you double up. That's what and all answers should be truthful. We shouldn't be lying out here. And we don't lie to you in the break room, except for when I get the nicknames wrong.
Paul Pierce, speaking about making a mess in your pants, Paul Pierce famously.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Didn't he run to the locker room?
He sure did.
And somebody was like, "Are you injured?" or like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "Nope, just had to go.
I had poop.
Nature called." There was somebody in hockey that did that too. I think was it a goalie?
That's the thing.
I forget who
that's
it
a big
was.
reason why I'd never be able to play hockey. Because if I had just like a little case of the bubble guts and I had a game,
Oh, you have all those pads
game
on?
over.
All those pads on. Yeah, you're. They call it the gitch. That's not gonna come clean afterwards. It's like
I hate the sound of that.
It's got like a glorified jock strap. Because it's not just it goes and it connects down to your socks and the pads and stuff like that to keep you all in one piece.
Okay.
Before you get absolutely leveled out there, right? But that is our 1 and 4 series. Looks like 4 spots remaining in both the double and the single. So jump on in there, guys. We don't want to have that wide open for the noon show, although I am here for the noon show today as well. So I'll be here for you if need be. We did the Mix It Up series. This is the single. That's 7 spots remaining. We also still have the single box in the college that is available. Just a single right now. College has 6 boxes left, 4 headliners and 4 gift cards. If you're doing the math, guys, that means there are going to be headliners with gift cards. When do we do that? Usually the vault keys or any kind of gift cards that we do in specialty series are going to be the and more section. But 6 boxes to go, 4 headliners. That only leaves 2 in the and more section, and yet there are 4 gift cards left. That is incredible. Let's take a look at who we have in here. We have CeeDee Lamb on that OU Boomer Sooner lid right there. CeeDee Lamb, authentic. I really love that, like crimson red. I was on a team one time for soccer that had that same color scheme, so maybe I have a little bit of bias, but it's such a nice pairing with the all white on the face mask and the logo and the color match ink as well. We also have Steve Smith Sr. So if you didn't get your fill of Steve Smith Sr. maybe in that bootleg practice squad, you can pick him up here as well. Steve Smith Sr. down here on that Utah Utes logo right there. I think we talked about this earlier in the week, but the hockey team, the Utah Hockey Club, has established their team name. They are going to be the Utah Mammoth, which is cool. It doesn't roll off the tongue like Yeti does or Utah Utes, but of course Utah Utes is taken, and Utah Yeti, that would have been a copyright infringement type of thing with Yeti, the actual coolers and water bottles and such. I think it would have been a cool partnership, but what do I know business-wise? But Mammoth is cool too, and they incorporated a lot of the U logos on there. And
how
the
are you
state
gonna
of
go
Utah.
and copyright a cryptid, man?
Yeah,
it's
right.
A cryptid,
right? Like I don't know. Like if you're just making it, I don't know. To me, it's like all right.
What's
like,
your favorite cryptid?
Probably Bigfoot. I mean, that's probably like the go-to answer, right?
That's your public team. That's your chalk.
Would siren heads fit into that though?
What's that?
Oh, you don't know what siren heads
No.
are? Oh, that'll be for after the show. We'll have to talk about that. That's it's like a European thing. They're supposedly like these like creatures that are like taller than like skyscraper buildings that have like a giant siren on their heads. They're really creepy. But I think it's more of like a creepypasta than a cryptid.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a cryptid. There has to be like actual sightings and stuff like that.
Well, supposedly there are, but I think we would know if there was a creature taller than the Sears Tower.
What are they called again?
Siren heads.
Siren heads.
Yeah. Wow, that was quite the tangent from Utah Utes to Utah Mammoth to Siren Heads. But regardless, you can get this Steve Smith Sr. He has one of the largest autographs in the game. I mean, John Hancock would be probably clapping for this man, you know? A slow golf clap, maybe. An absolute legend of the game here. Steve Smith Sr., like I said, you can get him in the practice squad as well, but get him on his college lid. Might actually be a little bit more pricey in the resale market, or just really interesting to have in your personal collection, because of the fact that you don't see Steve Smith Sr. on his college lid too often. And it looks like they've done a little something to the logo here. We don't have a video, so we can't see until we actually pull this, but I've said it before. It looks like that Utah Utes logo has been doctored up a little bit to match that really snazzy signature. Donnie saying, I am an OU alumni, but have 4 already. Vikings, Cowboys, or any other OU NFL players. Yeah, man. You could still add to your collection here with the CeeDee Lamb, my guy. Don't be shy, but yeah, if you're the alumni, man, they should be paying you to take on these helmets, right? After you buy in to Ultimate Autographs, you send your receipts to OU and say, listen, I'm a valuable alumni. What can I get for this? You might not get very far, but it's always worth a try, right? Maybe there's a couple of leftover Pell Grants that they can run your way. Secondary headliners in the college that are not photoed, that would be LaShawn McCoy and still the Warren Moon. We could get another Mooning here in the break room. We got 2 last night. We have Warren Moon both in the college, and we have him in the personal reps as a headliner. So could have another double Mooning here on a Friday in the morning. I think it's a little too early for that. But, I mean, then again, we did talk about, you know, myself and Common utilizing these chairs last night when we pulled the Messi jersey. I'll just put it that way. So
making it messy?
Making it messy. Exactly. Very good there. So let's jump on into our next break, which would be, well, let's take a look here. That the single in the practice squad, 5 spots remaining. So that's moving along. $49 is a really nice price point for this one. So we ran down that practice squad. If you do want to get in there, now would be the time. 5 spots remaining. You guys know as soon as it gets down to 4 or less, that's halfway, it starts to go like a domino effect. So be that person to move it to 4. It should break throughout this show. We will see what happens there. Speaking of 4 spots to go, and this is not one of those 4-spot breaks. This is the single break in the vault. 4 spots to go, it looks like here. So there's our final vault break, and this one's 4 to go. You know what's ironic to me, Rip, is, I understand that they're different price points, but the 4-spot single break is still 4 to go. But the 8-spot single break is 4 to go. So they're basically at the same point. If you don't like one, jump on in the other. It'll be the same deal. We'll open one helmet. The only difference is your odds are a little worse in the 8-spot break unless you're buying multiple spots. And if you're going to buy multiple spots, you might as well jump in that 4-spot break anyways, because it'll probably be around the same price point and you'll have a much better chance. We did the diamonds already. This is a single box break, 7 spots remaining. How about the jerseys? We did pull that Brett Favre last night. I know a lot of people were chasing that, but have no fear because Roger Staubach is still here. Roger Staubach is the lone photoed headliner still available in this series. I'm going to give you a full rundown of our box ratios after this, but 7 jersey boxes left, 2 headliners. So it's this Staubach and then unphotoed, unpictured secondary headliner, Mike Singletary. He's an absolute legend here in the Chicagoland area. He's been in our break room before. Physically, he's in our break room right now on a signature on a jersey. So Mike Singletary joining Roger Staubach in there. You can jump in there. That's 6 spots to go. And last but not least, the double box for the minis. $50 to jump on in here. We break 2 minis as always. Still in the minis, we have Aaron Jones, who is I don't know why I pulled this up. Aaron Jones is a secondary headliner, so he is not photoed. But once again, I pull NFC North, so Aaron Jones, could be looking at him today. Minis are 1 headliner amongst 3 boxes. I did mention that already earlier on. I should also mention how many spots are in here to go. Let me go back here, actually. 8 spots remaining in the minis, so that is wide open for you guys as well. Let's go ahead and show you us one more time. We'll just do the chatting screen. As far as the headliner ratios, we've got 11 headliners in 24 boxes in the reps. So if you would like to buy a personal, you can get a replica helmet. I know somebody was asking in one of our shows earlier on, I think it was either last week, for an all rep series. It's kind of what the personals are. I understand that you don't get the gamesmanship along with it when you're getting into specific breaks and stuff like that, but you're going to be guaranteed a rep helmet when you full on buy one of the reps. So you're solidifying yourself a win. As Rip has said before, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop and get a win so that you could start winning in some of these other breaks. So jump on in there, get yourself a rep. 11 headliners in 24 boxes. That's almost a 50% ratio. Jerseys, like I just went through, 2 headliners in 7 boxes. And honestly, a lot of the secondary, or not secondary, the and more section of those jerseys that we've pulled have been some really unique names, really hot fire that you can add to any collection. Nobody's super polarizing where, I'm a Bears fan, so I don't want any Packers jerseys. It's like, I'm a Bears fan, and there was, he was a headliner, but there was a Brett Favre in there. So, I really wanted one of those. That'd be kind of cool. What's left in the jerseys, Eric Michael? If you just missed it, we ran down it. It was Roger Staubach and Mike Singletary are the 2 headliners amongst 7 boxes. The diamonds are 3 to go, 3 boxes to go. It's just that Justin Jefferson in there, but I say just that Justin Jefferson, and guys, it's Jay Jettis. Come on now. What am I? And I don't have to sell you too much on that one because it's Jay Jettis. You're going to want to add him to your personal collection. It's also on a rave, if that helps sweeten the deal a little bit more. So 1 in 3 opportunity at a headliner in there. The vault. 2 vault keys plus 9 headliners. That to me equals 11. I look at it as 11 rather than just the 9 headliners. So 11 boxes out of the 19 remaining. So just over 50% ratio in the vault as well. The practice squad, 10 boxes that have headliners in them in 16 total boxes. So well over 50% right there. That's actually 5/8. So doesn't look like well over, just looks like 1 over, but still. Only 6 boxes don't have a headliner, and I'm guessing those 6 boxes come with something very nice in there as well. And let's not forget our Chase wheel spin today is, I don't want that. The 1 and 4 and the minis. So after we get out of our practice squad, that brings me to those minis. That would be 1 headliner, Aaron Jones, amongst 3 boxes. So don't delay, jump in there. Let's look at the other half of our Chase wheel spin, which would be the college, 7 headliners in 9 boxes. Guys, the ratios don't get pretty much any better than that. You're talking only 2 of those boxes in the 1 and 4 are going to have something that isn't a headliner. And like we were saying earlier, everything in those mixer series, even the Ann Moore section, is going to be something astronomically cool. Very cool, very well worth your while. Something you may not have even thought would be in a series like that. You never know. The college, I ran through those ratios already, but I'll do it here one more time. 4 gift cards and 4 headliners. So in your head, you're going, oh, so that probably means 8 boxes, right? Nope, 6. So some of those headliners are coming with gift cards as well. We're going to give you a headliner and then pay you for it on top of that. That's crazy. That's insane to me. That's nuts. Those ratios, I don't even know how that's possible.
To paraphrase Jesse Plemons' character from Game Night, how does that benefit Frito-Lay?
It doesn't. It doesn't benefit Frito-Lay. We're taking all the chips here in the break room. Actually, our customers are taking all the chips like it's the casino, right? Mm-hmm. And then last but not least, in the Mix It Up series, 5 headliners amongst 9 boxes, so just a little over half in that one as far as the ratios go as well. And, I mean, one more time, those headliners. Dan Marino on a mini, Manny Machado on a baseball bat, Steve Young on an authentic, Julius Erving on a jersey, and recently reinstated into the Hall of Fame conversation, Pete Rose. So, Rip, we've gone through our top to bottom rundown. We've done our ratios here. We've done all of our housekeeping. We're coming up on the 10 o'clock hour. What is it that you want to see coming out of this break room?
I think you're going to appreciate this.
Ooh.
I want to see that Urlacher Hydro.
I knew you were going with that once you said that. Yeah. Yeah, me too. That would be my pick, I would say. Although there are still 3 speed flexes in that same series between the Bo Jackson, the Barry Sanders, and the A.J. Brown. All very nice. In fact, that Barry Sanders is on that alternate, and I did hype up those colors for good reason. Bo Jackson, I hyped up the name for good reason. But I think I'm with you. I think I want to see that Urlacher. If I don't see the Urlacher, even as a non-Swiftie, I just want to see that Taylor Swift CD come out because of the fact that I want to see who it goes to and what they plan on doing with it. Are you using it as that valuable trade chip as it is, or are you hanging that thing in your house going, listen, I have a billionaire on my wall? That would be quite the move.
I mean, it's, that's one way to look at it. I wouldn't exactly, display that because she's a billionaire. I don't think we should necessarily be lifting billionaires up, but
I don't mean like that.
As an incredibly accomplished artist, as a worldwide phenomenon.
Yeah.
I mean, undeniable.
All the tangibles that come with the billionaire title in her case.
meh.
Other billionaires, it's like you could take him.
Yeah, you can't sing.
I'm not really going to be hanging.
Hey, Warren Buffett, you can't sing.
Yeah, I'm not. Warren Buffett, that doesn't thrill me. If Warren Buffett was in the break room, if Warren Buffett was in all 30 boxes of a break room, I probably wouldn't buy into a single one of them.
Now give me Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah,
and
then I'd buy into all.
I'll add it to my collection that I already have of Jimmy Buffett autographs.
There you go. There you go. Or who's another B billionaire? Bill Gates.
You can't sing.
I mean, maybe
he can't act.
Maybe if it was on like a MacBook that I could actually use.
A MacBook, you say?
Yeah.
For Bill Gates?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know that he would sign that.
A little bit of competition right there.
Yeah.
But hey, I'd be the one lone person that has Bill Gates on his rival. Who's the other one I'm missing? Steve Jobs. Can I get Steve Jobs on an Amazon something or other?
Well, not anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's right. No, who's the other one that's still around? It was Steve Jobs and...
Wozniak?
Well, Wozniak's not around anymore, is he?
I think he is. Or you would just want to go with the current Apple CEO, Tim Cook.
Oh, Tim Cook, yeah. I want Tim Cook on an Amazon box, but like a fancy Amazon box.
Tim Cook can't sing. Tim Cook can't cook, I bet.
Oof. Those are some fighting words. Thomas Hupp jumping in here saying, what's left in the First Down Diamond double box? Well, the First Down Diamond series is, it doesn't matter which break you get into, single, double. But I will say in the diamonds, it is Justin Jefferson is our sole headliner. It is one headliner in 3 boxes. As soon as we clear those out, we get to our new diamond series, which is staring me in the face right here in this room.
And for the record, there are 6 spots left in that diamond double, 7 in the diamond single.
Yeah, so it's the same series, whether it's double or single. So the same names could come out. I was saying this earlier. My recommendation is if you have a spot in the double or in the single, buy into the other one as well. Because with only 3 boxes left, and if you're chasing the Jay Jettis, you don't want to be in that double and then, it doesn't come out. Like maybe you win something in that double. That's fun. That's fine on the way there. We all want to enjoy the ride, right? You win something on the way to the Justin Jefferson, but I didn't buy into the single. So now I don't have an opportunity to win the Justin Jefferson. Or you bought into the single, that broke first. Justin Jefferson is not in there. And then, the double's happening and I don't have my spot. People bought it up because now they know the Justin Jefferson is in there. Or even another case scenario, the double breaks first, but same thing, you're only in the single and Justin Jefferson comes out before you even get a chance. And now you're going, well, I'm walking away with an and more hit, which in the diamonds is going to be always authentics or better. So you're walking away with something incredible. However, it's not the Justin Jefferson that you wanted. So now you got to try to trade. Or just be happy with the and more section and some of the heat that comes out of there, especially, like I said, in that diamond series. All 3 of those boxes, I guarantee you, I'm looking at them right now. All 3 of those boxes, I can guarantee you, are going to be something very, very cool.
Well, yeah, we did a diamond this week, and it was Boomer Esiason.
Yeah, right? Like
just...
there's names that you don't even think about.
Bengals legend Boomer Esiason.
Just chilling in the and more section. He's been on our board as a secondary headliner in certain series before, but once again, guys, I cannot stress this enough. Don't just look at the headliners in the series. If you want to play this game well, you read between the lines. Now, you're not going to know the exact names that are going to be in that and more section, but if you look at a series and you go, wow, those are some stacked headliners, that means that and more section has some pretty stacked names too that there wasn't enough room to add all those names on there as well. We can't tell you what the entire series has.
Some of these boxes got to remain a mystery.
Yeah, and that's not to say some of our other series are bad, but not every series, I will say, is built evenly. Thus the different price points, thus the difference in names. And, a lot of this is opinion and fandom, right? You might value A.J. Brown higher than you value Darrelle Revis. It's all about where your loyalties lie, who you liked watching growing up. There's a nostalgia aspect to this. And on top of it, There's just, what do you need for your personal collection?
We are 3 away in the Diamond Double.
Love to see that. So that will be breaking during this show. Guys, it is 10:01. Rip and I can be here as late as 11:45, but as early as 11 o'clock. So if you want us to stay on a little bit after 11, you got to get in these breaks. We got to get moving. That was the one issue last night, Rip, was why Common and I ended the show. I don't even want to say early because we did go late, but we ended the show... I don't
late my rear end. Y'all ended around like 9:30.
No, I think it was around 10.
Let me pull this recap up.
Was it 10? Because, yeah, we made it to the 3-hour mark.
9:35.
Oh, 9:35. Oh, well, I guess it was a little early. My bad. Just we were here doing housekeeping after the fact. That's why I was late. However...
I'm not trying to call you out.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
You know.
It all blurs into one for me at this point.
Yeah.
I guess you could argue that we were off a little early, and it was because people were buying in, Rip, but they weren't all buying into the same break. So not a whole lot was moving. So guys, if you buy into something, do your fellow break room compatrons a favor and let them know what you bought into.
Yeah.
That'll get them a chance to buy into the same break as you. There's a lot of teamwork that goes on here in the break room because at the end of the day, we all want to see the same thing, myself and Rip included. We want to see these boxes opening up on screen for you. You love to see the breaks, right? And we want to see you going home with these incredible helmets. You going home with these awesome prizes.
Well, them going home to you.
Right, yeah.
Virtually going home.
Yeah, don't come here and pick it up. That's we'll ship it to you. Don't worry, we got you. However, what I'm trying to get at here is the teamwork will come because everybody wants that shared mindset, that group goal. And they all want to chase whatever you're chasing as well. If it's something well worth your while, chances are somebody else wants it as well.
We all love a team activity, right?
Team activity.
You buy spots in the break to be like, hey gang, I just got 3 spots in that Diamond Double.
Teamwork.
Let's have a little fun.
Teamwork makes the dream work. And so if you jumped in, Thomas, I know you were asking about those diamonds. Did you jump in there?
Yes. Yeah.
So Thomas is in there, guys. If you guys want to help Thomas out, who else is in that Diamond Double?
Donnie the Hut.
Donnie DeHut,
Donna Reagan,
and Donna Reagan. So that's Donnie's order that hasn't broken yet. So maybe Donnie's. We talked about him earlier. He's having a couple of rough days there. Maybe you guys help him out, help that break along. Maybe it breaks. Maybe Donnie gets a prize. If you're in that break though too, I'm sure you want to win. So if your name is Thomas Hupp. Or what was one of those other names that you?
Donna Reagan.
Donna Reagan. Yeah. So you want to see yourself win as well. It is a double box, so, you could walk home with something and Donnie could, or Thomas could. So don't delay. Get in there before it's too late. There you go. Thomas advocating. He says, someone help me out. Yes, somebody help Thomas out. Thomas was asking what was in that Diamond Double, and he wasn't just one of those people in the break room, Rip, that asks. And then, he jumped into that break as well. So he's a leader, as well as those other people that got that break going. Who is going to be stepping up to the plate? I don't want to say a follower because that makes it the wrong connotation, but stepping up to the plate to help out your fellow teammates. Jay Hammy, how's it going, my guy? How are you doing, my dude? We were just talking about jumping in those diamond breaks because everybody's chasing that Justin Jefferson. We want to close out the series and get to the new set of diamonds that are looking me in the face right here in the room.
3 away in that double.
3 away in the double. We will have a single as well. Jay Hammy. Oh, Jay, he was already asking. He goes, what do you guys need? He said, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it, my man.
That's the spirit of the room right there.
And you know what? You're helping us out, Jay Hammy, James Hamlin. What do you want to see? What's catching your eye as you head to the break page? In fact, let me help everybody get to the break page a little bit better. I'll drop that link in the chat here to our general break page. If you are new, there is a video on that break page that will explain to you how these breaks work. Or just drop a message in the chat. We're happy to take the time to explain it to you and let you know how you can jump in and become a winner as early as today. So yeah, Jay Hammy, hopefully jumping in those diamonds. But what else are you looking for, James? What do you like? You maybe like the mix it up multi-sport. The can't miss 1 and 4 is also our chase wheel spin, along with the mini helmets. And there's one headliner left in those 3 mini helmets. Let's close out that series, guys. Let's just do it. Let's just get it done. And Aaron Jones could be coming out.
Do it.
Any Baker left? I know you pulled one last night. Donnie, we did pull that one. That was in... Was that in the vault?
I think it was in the vault. I think that Baker Rave you talking about?
Yeah, we did pull that. I don't see any more Baker.
Another reason...
Oh, no, it was in the diamonds. It was in the diamonds.
Oh, it was? Well, just another reason why, more incentive to close out some of these series, 86 them, get them off the board, get the new ones in, because we have been seeing Baker pretty frequently the last few weeks. I don't want to, assume that he'd be coming up in anything, but it's the best way to go about it.
Yeah, it doesn't always quite work like that, but I know what the phenomenon that Rip is talking about is... you start to see a name quite a bit here on the board, especially a big headliner name like that. And you're like, oh, okay, so he's going to be in the room for about a month, maybe 2, and then he's going to go away for a while. It doesn't mean we don't have him, but it's just, we like to keep things fresh in here. So while Baker's on the board, go and attack him now. Like we were saying, he's not on the board right now. However, we have a whole brand new Diamond series here, and then eventually going to have a whole new mini series here. I have not looked at any of the headliners on either of the two. He could be in there. Jay Hammy said, you know this, Mike. I need the randomizer to be fixed. Wheel only picks. Ricky to stop putting Viking helmets in hidden boxes and 1 in 3 49ers series. LOL. Listen, man. Jeff August, it's kind of nice that he jumped right in after that because my man hates the wheel. And Jay Hammy gives it to him every time. So, I mean, yeah, let's get you the wheel, my guy. The randomizer to be fixed. Wheel only picks.
Yeah, I'll put in an inquiry with random.org ASAP.
Yeah. Jeff August saying 49er in mixer, double close it. We could do that. He said, I'm okay with the wheel. I just hate JH. Just kidding. Yeah, we love each other here in the break room. That's true. I love it. Even Jay Hammy's laughing too. But one name I overlooked, and I should not overlook because he was our big winner last night. Shane Calamia, my guy. Good morning. I know it was a good night for you. I believe I misspoke earlier. 10 boxes this man won last night during the 6 o'clock show.
10
we
11,
opened. It was 10. It was 10. 10 boxes. We only opened 21. So that man basically won half of the boxes.
The lion's share.
Which included the majority of the headliners, including the Messi and some other ones. I believe he won. I don't know if he had that Brock Bowers Speed Flex, but I think he had the Rams one, the Rams running back one with the bus, Jerome Bettis, and the Kyron Williams one. Absolute unreal on that. And we pulled 14 headliners in 21 boxes. So think about it. If he won 10 of those 21 and 14 of them were headliners, he went home with the majority of the headliners. That's just how math works. It would be a fluke if he had those other 7 non-headliners, but some of those other non-headliners were really nice. We had like an Andre Dawson bat. We had a Steve Sachs bat. I believe even Shane went home with some of those. Thomas saying, let's close out that double box diamond series. Yes, my man. We get the double done. We could do the single right after and close it out for good. Open up the brand new diamond series as well.
2 spots left in that diamond double.
Remember though, Thomas, it's not the double box diamond series. That's just the break. The series is all together. So if the single closes first, we're pulling a box from that same series. So if you want to
cover
all your bases,
it's too late.
It's too late?
It's too late.
Oh, are we closed out in the double?
Thomas bought out the rest of the double.
Okay, well, Thomas has his spots in the double, but Thomas, I would advise you to get spots in the single, because if Justin Jefferson doesn't come out here in the double and those 8 spots come away in the single, you could be losing your chance at a Justin Jefferson. So let me drop that in the chat here. We need some box numbers. Box. Oop. What double break is this? Number 3?
Third.
I can't. There we go. Okay. Diamond double box break number 3. Drop me 2 box numbers. Ooh. Jay Hammy. Oh, and he comes right back in. I was going to say that first one was too soon. But then he jumped in and said it one more time. So we're going to the wheel twice.
Diabolical.
My goodness, this man loves the wheel. I'm sorry, Thomas. James was just, I think he's got it copied and pasted on there.
Diabolical.
Let me go to my picker wheel. We have, let's see, what, do we have 3? What are our numbers over there? 3, 24, and 30? Okay, Common's already got this set up. I think it was because I read them off the numbers last night. So let's get to that randomizer here. And the first one was for JA. The second one was for the break. Oh, my goodness. All right, so let's take a look at what our first number is of the 3. It is going to be box number 30. Box number 30 coming off the ticker. So we'll hide that choice, and we'll go with 3 or 24 for our other number in this double box. And it's going to be 24. So we got the big numbers. We're leaving behind box number 3. Let's take a look at what is in there. Rip's got our thing all set up. Or is it in here? Oh, yeah, there it is.
Sorry, I hadn't made it.
No, you're good. We are ready to go. So... go back into the break screen. So, Donnie DeHutt, Donna Reagan, Thomas Hupp, and James Ramblin' Hamlin. We've got your 8 names there. Let's go back into this randomizer screen, and let's see who ends up where. Nothing better than leaving behind the only one Hupp called. Oh, yeah, that is true. Yeah, because you know what? Actually, I believe the ticker has 3 and 4 on it. I was pretty sure that Common and I switched that last night, but yeah, it's only box number 3 left after this one. 10 times on the randomizer. I'll make sure to go and adjust that ticker. I'll actually do it right now. Yeah. So, oh, wait, actually, we do have 3. It's 4 that's not available. 24 and 30 are off now. So that is up to date. Not save as, just save. Come on now. There we go. Okay. All right. So we randomized 1 time. Here we go with the other 9. Sorry, just adjusting the ticker for you guys there, making sure that's all correct. 9 and 10. Look out. Donna Reagan with 1 spot is in that NFC North spot. She could be in the running for that Jay Jettis. We will have to see. Thomas Hupp, you have the NFC South, but you also have the NFC West. You also have the AFC North, the AFC South, and the AFC East. Donnie DeHutt, you're in the AFC West. And James, I didn't mean to skip you. I was just reading Thomas's numbers. You have the NFC East. So, guys, box numero 24. Let's see what we've got in here. Is it the Jay Jettis? Is it?
Were you listening for it?
It sounds like the
What's
ocean.
What's it say to you?
It says, "Open me. I love you." No, it didn't say that part. Nobody says that part to me. I was neglected as a child. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, we have
a helmet.
A helmet. Oh, okay. Well, this is not the Justin Jefferson. Let's see what team this is actually on. Oh, I know what team this is on. He's usually a secondary headliner. That just goes to show you how good this Diamond Series was that he wasn't even listed. How about Michael Vick on that Eagles lid right there? Michael Vick jumping on in our break room. And we love to see that. He's been on a couple different teams, but he's got this one all picked out. Michael Vick on the Eagles. That means it is an NFC East hit. So James Hamblin, you are our wheel caller, and it worked out for you once again, my guy. That's awesome. Very cool. So it's got the inscription on here. I always forget what dual threat GOAT is always what his inscription is right there. Michael Vick on the Eagles lid right there. It's got that little speckle to it. I really appreciate that on most of these helmets. You maybe can't really see it on the camera, but really nice. We will add that to our table right here. Like I said, not a headliner, not a secondary headliner, but usually we would see Michael Vick in that position. So surprising to me, and it just goes to show you, as I was advocating for earlier, this and more section. Don't be afraid of it. Dip your toe in there. James Hamblin. Two, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? No, 2, 4, 6, 8, 6, 1. Michael.
Oh, that's fun. 2, 4, 6, 8.
Yeah, I noticed that last night during the orders. I was like, these are going to be really easy to keep, in line, knowing that it's a nice little pattern there.
Hey, Jeff, what is that you're referring to? The Colin made the deal, or ×1 for Eagles. Colin made the deal. He didn't say it didn't go beyond shows. He just said diamonds.
Colin made the deal. He didn't say it didn't go beyond shows. He just said diamonds. Alex can confirm one time for Eagles. What is
Oh, okay. All right, we won't.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I think it was you, Jeff August, that had gifted an Eagles lid to Colin because he's an Eagles fan, but I don't know of anything just because it's Eagles. We can run through it later. But all right, let's get to box number 30 here in the Diamonds. It's a 50-50 shot at a Justin Jefferson at this point, folks. Are we going to get to see him in box number 30 or box number 3 in the single break? Let's take a look here. Still the same divisions for this double box break. Good luck, everyone. I don't know if I said that the first time. I definitely meant it that first time, and I am saying it, and I mean it now. Let's take a look. Remember that Justin Jefferson is on an authentic. So we won't really know until I open up this bag here, because some of the authentics have been getting put in those Speedflex bags, especially if they have the visors on them.
They started to, and then it seems like they kind of pulled back on that. So not
sure. Okay.
What is all O'Reilly.
I'm gonna need a napkin over here. Hold on.
Auto parts.
The helmet itself is fine. I don't know
what's going on that bag.
I don't know. It's like,
what the heck is on that bag? What you got on that bag?
I don't know. All right, we're good. It's just on the bag. It's not on the helmet, because then the helmet has the bag protecting it underneath as well. It's still. Okay, never mind. I don't know. That's just gross. Anyways, I don't know what it is, but I will tell you, this is gross in a good way, as hockey players would say. Ew! A double up opportunity.
You gotta be kidding me.
As we have another Eagle. This one is yet again a guy we see as a secondary headliner. In fact, he's a secondary headliner on our board right now. LaShawn McCoy on that Eagles lid. Okay, so is that what you were talking about, Jeff August? It's a joke in Colin's show. I made a deal every single in Diamonds. We increased the chase one time.
That is so.
It's just funny we had a chance. Oh, no. Oh, I get you. Okay, all right. Yeah, I mean, another Eagle lid. Deja vu.
Who's it again?
This is LaShawn McCoy. Yeah. LaShawn McCoy on that Eagles lid. One thing I didn't point out on the Michael Vick, but I will here. You got the Beckett certification on the back and the NFL sticker. Those are both identical there.
It's the Eagles
Very nice.
football world. We're all just living in it right now.
Honestly, like, my goodness. So I'm going to put them up here, even though we already have the exact same lid up here. Just for now, just as a placeholder, just so that they could be twinning. But that is a double up for James Ramblin' Hamlin. And my guy, the wheel is doing wonders for you. 2 Eagles, double up in the diamonds. I mean, what more do you want? Colin, where you at? We got to find Colin. See if he's the one packing these boxes. James Ramblin' Hamlin. Very nice, my guy.
And that single is ready for you.
The single is closed now, too. Well, guys, we know what is coming out of the single. It is going to be the Justin Jefferson in box number 3. So, what we're going to do is, I think I will open the box first and then randomize to see which divisions you guys are in to build the suspense a little bit more. What am I doing here? LaShawn McCoy.
Well, I'll just go and grab that box for you.
Gracias. There we go. I'm already going to just write down Justin Jefferson. And a number. First down diamonds. Those are ready. I do not need a box number from Donnie DeHutt or Thomas Hupp. Oh my goodness, my man. When I said get your spots,
He wants it.
he listened. Holy moly.
He wants it.
He's got the other 7 spots. Although, can Donnie DeHutt snipe him here?
That'd be a massive upset.
That would be insane. I'm going to get you guys over here into the randomizer, but I'm not going to start randomizing just yet. So, let's open this guy up and make sure it is the Justin Jefferson. Whoever is going to be in that NFC North spot. So Donnie opened up the buying into this break. He wants that randomizer to go around 10 times and for him to stay at the top. Thomas Hupp, on the other hand, he wasn't playing around. He's got 7 of the 8 spots. And a good chance at that NFC North. The suspense, because it is, in fact,
Ooh, the visor.
the Justin Jefferson. My goodness. Me with bag trouble. All right.
Me like you that visor, though.
There we go. Oh, it is an all-purple visor on that Rave Authentic Justin Jefferson. This is for sure the nicest helmet we have on the table right now. And no disrespect to the Michael Vick or the LaShawn McCoy, but my goodness, look at this, you guys. Are you kidding me? Let's see. Let's find out who is winning this one. Let's get to the randomizer. As you see, the 8 names in there. 10 times around per our dice roll. There's 1. Thomas Hupp taking the top spot. Donnie going all the way down to the bottom. Donnie in the number 2 spot. Number 3. 4 times around. 5 times around. 6 times around. 7. Donnie back on top. 8. Donnie in the middle. 9. Oh, Donnie's in number 2. Thomas is in number 1. That top spot is the NFC North. We need whoever's in that number 1 spot after this final click. Let's take a look. No way, Donnie DeHutt!
Wow.
Wow, what a snipe!
Wow.
What a snipe, Donnie DeHutt. You know what, my guy? I'm glad for you because you know, you said you're going through a little bit of rough stuff right now. Wow, what a move you did right there. Thomas, I'm so sorry, my man. Sometimes that's just the way it goes. But let's take a look over here. Donnie DeHutt going home with this Justin Jefferson Rave Authentic. Dems to breaks, Thomas. I feel bad for you, but Donnie, my man, with everything going on in your life right now, I hope this makes things a little bit easier, a little bit better. You're going home with that Justin Jefferson Rave Authentic. Very nice. Justin Jefferson. Very cool, my man. That is crazy. That is crazy. Who would have thought? I mean, 10 randomizations and he gets right back to the top. That's insane. Who was talking about the randomizer earlier? Was James Hamblin, I think. Yeah. In that case, Donnie doesn't want anything to change with the randomizer. 2, 4, 6, 8, 59. That is marked down for you. That'll be on its way to you after shipping gets to it shortly. But for now, it's going to stay on the table with me, and it's going to be hanging out in here. Alex jumping in here saying 1 spot is all it takes. Yep, that is it. That's the way this game goes most of the time. So we are going to go ahead and adjust our ticker here because the diamonds are back to being 1 through 30. A brand new diamond series. Is that
on the way? It's on the way.
It's on the way. Rip is working diligently on that right now. Give him a moment. But we'll have a new diamond series in the break room very shortly. Actually, physically, it is here in the break room. It'll be on the break page, though. So those numbers all across the bottom of your screen right there. And the Eagles multiplier was just a mine and Collins show that Tuesday. Okay, so gives us 3+. 3+. Wheel spins and wheel spin incentives are just for whatever show is going on. They don't carry over. If we didn't use the wheel, we would have had 4 times the $1 Collins spun. Oh no, a 1? Collins spun a 1? Oh, ouch. I don't want to harp on him too badly, but that's a tough move right there. You gotta spin higher than a 1. I don't think I've ever spun a 1. I think I've spun a 5.
I've spun a 2 before.
Oh, it's tough.
Felt terrible.
But hey, we know those stories of gentlemen who have spun a 2, given out that 2, and that 2 got turned around into a speed flex.
That's right.
So it's happened. It's happened. Jay August, maybe you could just give up the visor. Oh no, to hide his tears. Oh man. Good sportsmanship here in the break room, though. Donnie saying sorry, Thomas. Sorry, Thomas, for playing. Thank you guys for both jumping in there. Donnie saying I'm so happy. Yeah, man. Donnie, who's your team? Who do you support? I know Justin Jefferson is just such a likable name in the league, and anybody would be happy to go home with that lid right there. But do you have a particular NFL team that you support? Hopefully, it's not a rival of the Minnesota Vikings right there. But yeah, guys, where are we going to next? We've got our diamonds off the board. We're getting our new diamond series up in the break room. Vikings. That's perfect. That's perfect. And then he did, mention about the OU stuff earlier. Yeah. It all comes back around. Thomas will get his own sniper big hit in the next series. Yes, sir. That is probably true. You can't win if you quit. Yeah, you got to continue to play. The wins will come. The law of averages in this break room. We've seen it before. It will happen. Shane asking, what's left in the Mix It Up? The Mix It Up series has 5 headliners amongst 9 boxes. That is Dan Marino on a mini, a Manny Machado Adirondack bat, all black with the silver signature on it, a Steve Young authentic, a really nice 49ers hit right there for a lot of you 49ers fans. Julius Erving on that mesh jersey of that era, of that NBA era when everything was mesh. And that was the way to go. and then a secondary headliner in Pete Rose to round out some of our baseball spots. I don't know if there's any more baseball in that and more series. Could be. But Pete Rose just recently, despite being no longer with us, he was taken off the ban list. So he is eligible to be instated into the Hall of Fame so long as they vote upon him. I'm a little conflicted on this one because, like, you know, it kind of opens the door for gentlemen who I don't believe should be in the Hall of Fame because they cheated. Now, Pete Rose, yes, he gambled on baseball. Yes, it says it in the locker rooms. You don't bet on baseball. But at the same time, like, can you deny his stats? I mean, everything, all the contributions he made to the game, in the game, I mean, you know, it's hard to overlook. When will we drop the new Diamond series? Rip is working on that right now. So Tom has given one more minute or so, and that'll be up and ready to go for us. We will have the Diamond single, double, and quad as we usually do. However, we have started doing those new things that you guys have seen as 4 spot breaks. So you guys let us know in the chat if you would like a 4 spot break for the Diamonds, and we can put that up for you. If not, we may leave it for each individual show's discretion. Ty Percival said he only bet as a manager and he bet to win. Joe Jackson bet against his own team. Yep, see, and even as a White Sox fan, I agree with you on that because, like, you know, if you're betting your team to win, sure, yeah, you probably shouldn't be betting anyways. And like you said, yeah, he only did it as a manager. He didn't do it as a player. So he did have somewhat control of the game even from the dugout. But he didn't bet negatively. He didn't throw games. Throwing games is way worse. And Shoeless Joe, Shoeless Joe, there was reports that he was not able to read, so he didn't know what he was signing. But I wonder if Shoeless Joe did realize that he was throwing games on purpose to bet against his own team. And as a White Sox fan, that hurts. The Black Sox scandal, one of the worst things to happen in all of sports, other than the Cubs going 108 years without winning a World Series. I just had to throw that one in there. But I will say, Shoeless Joe, yeah, I mean, that's a whole nother category that it's like, and you know, you heard the news. If you heard the news this week, it was Shoeless Joe and Pete Rose were both removed from the ban list. Neither are with us anymore. So, you know, it's so much conversation over 2 gentlemen who, you know, however you want to look at it, unfortunately are not with us anymore. So you'd ask, why is there so much discussion around these two? But
the Pete Rose thing in particular is like a little dirty just because, like, he just passed, you know? It's like, is that really what y'all were waiting for?
Yeah,
that's dirty. You know, like Shoeless Joe, you know, he ain't been around for a minute. But Pete Rose, like, I say it on the show all the time. We got to give these guys their flowers while they're here, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's tough stuff.
Even if you want those flowers to be stale because you're still got that sour taste in your mouth for the betting that Pete Rose did do, like, come on, like, this seems like it was calculated for right after he, like you said, Rip, right after he passed. So, and that's not right to do either. But, you know, he's still an absolute legend. He's still on our board. Alex chiming in saying Shoeless Joe batted .375 in that series, so don't know how much throwing he was doing. Yeah, that is true too.
And isn't that the premise? The movie. Then HBO made a movie, 8 Man Out. Pretty sure. Yeah, Shoeless Joe was that one.
Yeah, yeah. He was the lone guy on that team that I think was actually still trying in that series. The rest of them, we don't really go over their names because they were the ones who mostly threw that World Series. So yeah, Shoeless Joe.
Diamonds up.
Still love that.
You want to run down those new Diamonds, dog? Because they are spicy.
Ooh, okay. Let's get a refresh here on the break page, and we'll get you over here. Didn't Shohei get away with it? Listen, allegedly, my guy, it was his manager.
Or his translator.
Or the translator, yeah. So, or the guy managing... Well, yeah, technically it was his translator, so I don't know why he was managing his money. You got me. There are probably so many facts that we do not know. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. So,
Was I lying to you, Mike?
in this brand new Diamond Series that Thomas Hupp was asking for, my goodness,
You want it, you got it.
we have, oh my goodness, Derrick Henry on that Ravens authentic. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. That looks like it's coming with a purple visor as well. We won't really fully know until we pull it, but my gosh, that is so, so nice. Yeah, Shohei's translator, manager, best friend was stealing his money and betting with it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the story we were fed. And I'll just leave it at that. Hey, you know what, Thomas? You lost out on the Justin Jefferson rave. But how about a Justin Jefferson Speed Flex Lunar right there? Oh my goodness. All white on that beautiful Vikings lid right there. Oh, that is so sweet. I believe that is a lunar. Because, yeah, that's the, but yeah, sometimes it's hard. I go by, like, if it has that matte finish, then it's either the Rave or the Lunar. But sometimes it's hard to tell from just the picture because these things look so beautiful. How about a Lawrence Taylor on a Speed Flex? It kind of looks like we have a video of that one.
Yes, we do.
So that,
also, for the Chiefs Rave, those are going to be yellow-based.
oh,
the Chiefs.
The Chiefs Rave.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what you were talking about, right? Or which one?
I was going off of the Vikings one right here.
You're
The Justin
upstairs
Jefferson.
still.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Winter,
Yes, that is the Winter Warrior.
Winter Warrior, yeah.
Yes.
So yeah. And then oh my goodness. Here's where okay,
know.
Jeff August, listen up, my guy. I'm a Bears fan.
Jeff August is sitting here just like, come on.
He might be screen recording this for
kidding
later
me.
so he could put it on repeat because Mike is about to say something very nice about the Green Bay Packers. A Brett Favre yellow cheesehead Hydro Speed Flex. Look at that thing. I mean, that
Hydro
looks like
cheese.
Mars cheese when you're going up
the Mars Cheese Castle?
294 and you're going, yeah, the Mars Cheese Castle. It looks like that same yellow. That is beautiful on a helmet right there. Oh, chef's kiss for this one. Brett Favre on a Speed Flex. You know you want it. Jump in there. Do not wait. That is sick. I'm sure we have a video of that, so give me one moment. We'll get us a little 360 spinorama.
Hydro cheese.
Bijan Robinson on that Atlanta Falcons Rave it's not alternate, authentic. That is a really nice one as well. Love the red with the black on there. That is a really cool one. Jeff will win the Mahomes and miss the Favre. He's afraid to win Favre, but can't stop winning Mahomes. Yeah, true. And we're getting there. Don't worry, we're getting there. We got to go over another Hydro Speed Flex. We are just too nice to you here in the break room. 2 Hydro Speed Flexes in the same break. That one is on the Michael Irvin Dallas Cowboys lid right there. Oh my gosh. The beautiful blue visor that just pops from that navy and the black and the just the white there, silver ink on that autograph. Very nice. We got Edgerrin James as well. We've seen his name a couple of times here in the break room.
Edge.
And, we were talking about names coming and going earlier today. I would jump in and get him now before it's gone on that Salute to Service Colts authentic. Very, very nice. And of course, yes, let's get down to another legendary quarterback that is still active. That is Patrick Mahomes on that lunar Kansas City. That is beautiful. KC in the red arrowhead. That is really nice. I love that. It's almost like a bloodied out logo right there, and you've got the red signature right above it. You've got a gold visor on that one. That is sick. But yeah, very nice. What more can I say? It's Patty freaking Mahomes. Get in there. And I ain't talking about senior. I'm talking about the one who's active. Very, very nice. Bruce Smith is in there as well. We also have him as a secondary headliner in the Can't Miss 1 and 4. So you can get Bruce Smith on that football lid in there on the Buffalo Bills That one is their red alternate helmet right there. But Bruce Smith as a secondary headliner in the 1 and 4. I don't know what that's on, but I would imagine, of course, it's a helmet as well. Probably just as nice as this one. So let's go ahead and jump on in there. And last but certainly not least, another name we see every once in a while here in the break room, but he disappears quickly, guys. Puka Nacua on that Flash alternate Rams authentic. Very nice. Looks like a clear visor or a silver visor on that one. Regardless, it really goes nicely with the yellow and the blue that pops right there on that Rams lid. So where are my Rams fans at? Puka Nacua, he's going to be a phenomenal player throughout his entire career. So don't wait on him. Get in and get him now before the price goes up for him. I mean, he's in our diamonds right now. Who knows if he makes a real big name for himself, and next thing you know, you're only seeing him in those specialty series, or you can't get him in the break room. We'll probably still have him, but you can't get him in the break room. You keep losing, and then, maybe I'll go on Amazon and get it there. No, jump in and get it now. While not everybody is focused on that, maybe they're focused on the Brett Favre or the Patrick Mahomes. It is a great problem to have, Alex. It is. It's good for trade pieces, that's for sure. Secondary headliners in this series include Antonio Gates, AJ Green, and Chris Olave.
I'm sorry, Olave.
Is it Olave?
It is Olave.
I've always been saying it wrong his whole career. My bad, Chris.
Chris Olive.
I knew it was an olive. But yes, Olave.
Quad filling up. We got 5 spots left in that diamond quad.
Let's take a look at these
Also,
videos.
the jersey break is ready.
We do have a jersey break.
Yes.
All right. Well, after I get through these videos, we'll go and jump into those jerseys. How about this Giants lid right here? Who was on this Giants lid? Let me go back here for a second. I didn't see that in the... who did we go over? I'm still getting... oh, that's the Lawrence Taylor. Yes. Duh. Okay. So Lawrence Taylor... I should have known by the signature as well, but Lawrence Taylor on this chrome Giants lid right here. That thing is, for lack of a better term, absolutely sexy. That is so clean. Hi, Alex. He's not just in our chat. He's also on our video right here. You can see him in the reflection. He's wearing his Shoeless Joe White Sox shirt. No, I'm just kidding. It's a White Sox shirt, but I don't think it's Shoeless Joe. Oh, my goodness. All right, well, Rip would say bells and whistles. And, thank you, Alex, for the slowdown on the back here.
Look at
so that we could see everything. Holy moly. You've got the Pro Football Hall of Fame sticker, his number on here. I'm not sure what the 3 is for. Is that a passed away number for the Packers? I got to brush up on my enemy. Do you know your enemy? Green Day, right? You've got the Pete... a sticker over the NFL logo as well. And then the Super Bowl inscription right here. Was that Super Bowl also in New Orleans? It was. Well, so it's kind of coming full circle with this year. I didn't realize that was also in New Orleans that year. 92 on the back over here and 15 as well. So plenty of, as Rip would say, B's and dubs, bells and whistles on the back here. Even the American flag is raised, and it's one of those bumper sticker type things. I really like those when it comes to these helmets. You have the Favre certification right there. He has his own certification on there. But look at the actual beauty of this thing. You've got the hydro pattern on there, all yellow. This thing really pops. You're not going to want to miss getting one of these. And then last but not least in the videos, we have, of course, another one with some absolutely hot fire stickers on the back. Alex doing a great job really honing in on these. Another raised American flag sticker. You've got the hydro pattern coming down into here. Number 88 on the Michael Irvin. He's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Arm in arm. And his Super Bowl stickers, all 3 of them on there, plus the 53. I mean, this is just absolutely sick. That is so nice right there. And yeah, I do love that beautiful royal blue visor that just stands out amongst the dark blue on there. Jeff, this Packer will not be sent your way when I land the NFC North, LOL. And don't forget when he calls the wheel. All right, let's jump back out of there. We'll go back to kind of oohing and eyeing over these diamonds in just a moment. But we have a break to get to. That would be the jersey break. So we have Karen Regan and Paul Chapman in there. So we're going to get you guys in the randomizer, but I'm going to ask for a box number real quick. Let me just toss those there. Jersey break number, which number is this? This is 24? 24. Mm-hmm. Actually, we'll do this.
And we are halfway in the diamond quad.
Number 24. If your name is Karen or Paul, Karen Regan or Paul Chapman, drop me a box number. Por favor. Neon Shark jumping in. He says, good morning. Just woke up and saw this new diamond break. Wowzer. Yes, indeed. My guy. That is, in fact, the case. Karen asking for box number 16 in the jerseys. Let me grab that.
I got it. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Yeah. I'll just go sit on a log then, I guess.
Actually, Karen, we do not have 16. Is that on
What's up with our ticker?
That was not on our ticker.
Okay, then never mind.
So I need another box number from you. Karen or Paul. We have one. Where's it? Where's our jerseys? They're scrolling. Hold on. They're coming back. Jerseys down there. We have 1, 3, and 4. I don't know why there's a little dash in there, but we have 1, 3, and 4. 17, 25, 26, and 29. Let me adjust that in there. So we do not have 16. Did you want 17 instead? Did you want 26? Those are all doable. Karen's asking for 25, actually. So 25 we do have. Let me double check that none of these other ones are dashed in between here. That's kind of weird. 1 and 2. 5 to 13. Okay. Why is there an M in that one? Okay, all right, hold on. 24. All right. Save that. Ticker. Take 25 off. 25 in the jerseys. Save that right there. That should be updated for you now. Excuse me, Mr. J. Jettis. Move you over just a little bit as we get number 25 in the jerseys ready to go here. I do have your names in the randomizer, so let's go around 10 times here. 10 times on the day. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh boy. Okay, so Paul Chapman basically has the entire NFC. And when I say basically, I mean he has the entire NFC. He also has the AFC North and the AFC East. Karen, you have the AFC South and the AFC West. So when we take a look, oh, let me take the randomizer down so you can see that. There we go. When we take a look over here, as far as the headliners that are left, we do have Roger Staubach in the NFC East, and we have Mike Singletary in the NFC North. So both of those would be going to Paul Chapman if this is one of our headliners, but you never know. 7 boxes, 2 headliners, about to be 6 boxes, 2 headliners. And oh boy, what do we have here? Ooh, okay. Okay. I like this. Let me double check something right here. There we go. All right, so this is not one of our headliners. This is, in fact, in the AFC West. So Karen sniping, basically. She did have 2 spots, but Karen taking home this Christian Okoye.
Ooh.
Very nice on that Chiefs lid. You have the JSA cert right there. I do appreciate these classic certification numbers that are cards as well, not just the stickers. But you do have the sticker on the bottom here as well. I don't know if you could see that. Christian Okoye on this Chiefs piece of laundry as well. Take a look at that. You love to see it. Christian Okoye. Very nice, Karen. Paul had a lot of spots, but somehow Karen still managed to get the victory in this one. And Paul saying good luck, Karen. And she did need it. She got the good luck. Very nice. We got some good sportsmanship all around today in the break room. Karen, nice hit. Congratulations. I hope this is something you might have been looking for. Yes, that was his nickname. He was a beast. Absolutely. So we'll fold this back up for Karen. Get her written up. And this put back in the box.
We're 3 away in that diamond quad.
3 away in the diamond quad.
Yeah,
so
dog.
We are going to be moving and grooving here today. 9 minutes until we get to the 11-minute mark. So, guys, I would say let's get that quad done before 11 so we can start breaking and have enough time to still do everything. I don't believe we have a chase wheel spin today because that would have been the minis and the 1 and 4, and I don't believe we did either. Oh, I guess I could have just copied, but 1 and 4 and minis. There we go. Oh, that's an exclamation point. Whoops. Boom. There we go. Let's get back over here, though, for those jerseys. Come on. There we go. Yeah, Christian Okoye. Very nice. I'll take the bag off. I just didn't want to lose the cert on the ground. Very nice, Karen. 2, 4, 6, 8, 57. Christian Okoye. Very cool hit. Very cool hit indeed. Let's box that baby back up. And Rip was saying that we are close on the quad diamonds. I was saying let's get that closed out before the 11 o'clock hour because of the fact that we're going to need time to open those 4 boxes. And then we will go from there. I can't get this in the bag. I'm struggling. Struggle bus right here. There we go. There we go. Boom. Bada bop boom. Bam. Pow. Whew. Make sure that is protected in its bag for Karen as that gets shipped out. All right. I did it too much. I didn't get all the air out. I'm having trouble here this morning. You guys see. It's not. Is it just me? I think it's Friday. I think that's what it is. There we go. Very nice hit right there. Fold that up delicately. Throw that in the box.
Throw it in the box.
And there we go. All right. How we doing on that diamond?
We are, looks like 2 away.
2 away in the quad diamonds, guys. 2 away. Whew. Very nice. Karen saying, thank you. No problem. Thank you. Thank you for jumping in. You were the one that gave yourself that opportunity to win that right there. So you got to be patting yourself on the back a little bit, too.
We are also 3 away in the vault single.
Vault single. So, guys, both of those should break during this show. We are, of course, going to be running out of time. So if we can get in those sooner rather than later, you'll see those breaks happen. If not, it will be during the noon show, which I'll be here for that as well. So it'll still be me on this side of things. But I will be joined by Robbie instead of Rip, and we will continue to open up boxes and...
What an upgrade, huh?
Yeah, no, I don't know about that. No, we love Robbie.
I'm not
I love
fishing
Rip.
for compliments here.
It would be just a lateral move. That's
Lateral
what it is.
move.
Yeah.
Go. That's a very diplomatic way to put it there.
Yeah, yeah. If it's me on that noon show, which it is, we can't say downgrade because I'm still here, right? So you wouldn't be downgrading anything.
Yeah, but you've used this show to warm up, so you're leveling up in the next show.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So yeah, I'm going Super Saiyan mode. I'm leveling up.
Yeah, man.
So yeah. All right, guys. So that diamond is hot. That quad.
Yeah, it's done.
It's done.
It's done.
Woo-hoo. All right. Well, that means I'm going to need 4 boxes from you all that are in that break. Diamond quad box break number 1. Drop me 4 box numbers. Drop me 4 box numbers, ladies and gents. And is James Hamblin in there?
Sure is.
He is.
One spot.
He asked for the wheel right away.
A stinker.
Wow. Yeah, there it is. There's his wheel request as well to match.
A full-on stinker.
Wow. You got to hand it to him. The wheel's been helping him get these hits here and there.
You gotta hand it to him.
Let me slide this over just a little bit. Okay, perfect. All right, so we're gonna go to the wheel 4 times. Where is my wheel out of 30?
New quad is up.
That should be out of 30, so there we go. All right, so first number that we are going to be getting from this new vault is 20. Number 20. Spin it one more time. We're going to be doing number 29 as well. So 20 and 29. 20, 29, and this will be on the low end. Oh, just didn't quite make it. 20, 29, and 2. Box number 2. Let me start taking some of these off the ticker just so we don't get confused. We got 1, 3 through, that will be 3 through 19. And then it'll be 21 through 28. And then 30. One more go around on this wheel for our 4th and final number. That'll be box number 6. Box number 6. So 3 through 5 is what that's going to be. And then it's going to be 7 through 19. And that should be up to date on the ticker. Rip is grabbing those for us. Let me go ahead and randomize those 8 names. Thomas Hupp, Donnie DeHutt, James Hamblin, and James Stasic. Stasic? Excuse me for my pronunciation. Stasic. Shane Kalamia, the big winner from last night, looking to jump on in here and get a couple more W's here today. 10 times around in the randomizer. Those were the names from the last break. Let's randomize this. Thank you, Rip. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We got a good, healthy mix right here. Neon Shark saying, good luck, guys. Which one is Neon Shark again?
Ty.
Is that Ty? Oh, yeah, that is. Okay, yeah. All right, so these are our divisions here. We have Thomas Hupp in the NFC North, James Stasic in the NFC South, Shane Kalamia in the NFC East. Thomas has the NFC West, the AFC North, the AFC South, and then AFC East belongs to James Hamblin, and AFC West, Donnie DeHutt. Pete Mento saying, I earned a replica helmet pull from my points. how do I get that sorted out? You should be able to go on the Break website and get a rep helmet. Make sure before you check out in the cart that it'll allow you to put your points towards it and that it ends up being free. It should be a code that I believe you get. With it, it'll say something along the lines of Signature Club. It might be in your email, so check your junk, or the points should just get applied on the website. But before you click purchase, make sure that it says a nice hearty 0 right there, except for maybe, I don't know, maybe some taxes or something like that. But the points should earn you the free helmet indeed. So let's go here. We've got our divisions all randomized. We've got our box numbers. This is box number 2 coming off from the new Diamond series, End Zone Diamonds. Oh, that's not all the way through. There we go. All right. My little cheat sheet. Oh my goodness. What is going on here? Is this the same? Oh, what is going on? Oh my gosh. Well, it's deja vu on top of deja vu on top of deja vu as we have another Mike Vick coming out here. This one does not have the inscription that the other one has, but it is still a Mike Vick signature on an Eagles helmet that is practically the same as that other Eagles helmet. So a little bit different. For the memes, Rip, should we just throw this up on the table?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my gosh, this is incredible. Eagles helmet right there. Of course, that is an NFC East hit. So that is going to Shane Kalami. Of course it is. He was winning all last night. That's not going to change this morning, but he's going home with a Michael Vick. I'm just happy it's going to somebody else, and somebody who was it? James Hamlin won the first Vick. So I'm just happy that like he's not stuck with a repeat kind of. But Shane still going home with a very nice helmet. You guys can twin now. You guys can show off your Michael Vick helmets.
This is what kind of glitch in the Matrix is this?
I know, right? Like, can I pull something else, please? No, still Michael Vick is a nice
on a Falcons helmet.
Nice, it is a nice hit. Oh. There we go. Michael Vick going to Shane. And for the memes, oh, I tipped it over, my bad. For the memes, what we're going to do, we're going to put them all up top here. Okay, grab that one. Michael Vick next to Michael Vick next to LaShawn McCoy. That's crazy.
So silly.
This is insane. What is going on here? Colin, where you at? Oh, my goodness. All right, that's just box 1. We've got more to go here. Oh, box number 6. Good luck, everybody. With my luck, like I said, it'll still be NFC North or it'll be an Eagles lid. Oh, my goodness. Well, we've got a little bit nicer of a bag right here. So let's see what we've got coming out here. Oh. Oh. Oh, oh, baby. All right. Well, it is not anything that I have pulled before.
Okay.
It is a first time for me.
Okay.
How about a Patrick Mahomes on
me.
that authentic, lunar authentic, I should add, on the, oh my goodness.
Donald.
Look at this thing. Yes, Donald, you are going home with this, my man. Donnie DeHutt. Wow. He's got the 2 biggest hits of the show thus far, I would argue. The Justin Jefferson and now a Patrick Mahomes authentic full-size helmet. Look at that in there. Very nice
At the risk of sounding insensitive, Donnie, you should get sick more often.
Yeah, honestly, right? Like, this is coming in clutch for you, my man.
Yeah.
You've got a really nice color-changing visor up front. It's kind of like a sunset yellow or orange, but it also comes out as gold in certain lights. And my goodness, my guy, the blood red logo right there with the red signature from Patty Mahomes. You haven't lost yet today. Not in my book. That is really nice. That is so sick. Donnie DeHutt. Wow, man. Wow.
Yeah. Dude, congratulations. That's incredible. Heck yeah, man. You know I like to think outside the bun. There, Ty. Man, what an eventful morning for Donnie DeHutt.
Yeah.
Donnie the Jabba DeHutt.
I hope when you're signing those discharge papers, my man, you're telling the nurses what you just won.
Tell me you're going to use these to pay for your medical bills.
Oh, no. I hope not. I hope this can just go in your PC.
Yeah, can I get accounts payable? Do you accept Patrick Mahomes lids?
Would you like to bill that to insurance? Actually, this is Ultimate Autographs. Ever heard of them?
Neon Shark flu game right here. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'd say
flu
so.
game, in fact.
We are 2 away. After this, we'll be not after this. We are currently 2 away in the vault single, so that should be finishing up just in time.
So we'll get a single break in here pretty soon as well. Let's take a look in box number 20. This is the 3rd box in this quad box break. We'll see who is coming away the big winner of this one.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go, Donnie.
Disabled vet, no better. Oh, all right. So then you're just keeping these lids, my man. That's the best way to do it. All right. Thank you for your service.
Well, then can I pay for my medical bills with your...
Thank you for your service, and I hope, me pulling these helmets for you is my way of saying thank you as well, in a way. This
Really going out on a limb there, Mike.
I am, but I'm just happy he's all right,
Yes, of course.
I'm going to need a pronunciation from you, Rip, because I got this man's name wrong earlier. It is Chris, not Olive, Olave. On that Saints lid right there.
Nice.
Saints lid, so that is going to the NFC South. That would be Thomas Hupp getting a win. What did we say, Thomas?
No. That's the AFC South.
Oh,
the
my
NFC
goodness.
South.
My bad. I looked at A's and N's, and I didn't look at the right ones. That's going to James. My bad for the discretion on that one. James Stasic. Am I pronouncing that name right? Because I wasn't pronouncing Chris Olive's name right for his entire career.
Chris Olave is another one of those guys where if he can get some stability at the quarterback position, he's going to be another one of these wide receivers that these young wide receivers, the Pukas, the McConkeys, that whole class, man. These guys are poised to really take the whole league by storm at the wide receiver position.
I've been saying his name wrong this entire time. What draft was he? Was that 2 years ago? Or was that just last year?
2 or 3. 2 or 3 years ago. I'll check it in a second.
Very nice hit right here. You've got the Beckett certification on the back. Nolans right down here. So James, am I pronouncing your name right? Oh,
yes,
he said yes, you are. Stasic, all right. Very nice, my guy. At least I got your name right. Now we've got Chris Olave right here for you as well. This one, because of the crazy Eagles pulls that we've got and the lack of room because of Donnie DeHutt's very nice hits over here, I am going to put this one back in the bag. But still a very nice hit nonetheless. I hope you are happy with your Saints lid, my guy. Very cool, very cool. 2022 he was drafted. Okay, yeah, so it has been a little bit of a minute. I don't have the Saints on my radar too often, just because these days they haven't done a whole lot, They're either a first-round exit these days or not even making it. But I'll jump back in there. we will jump right back into our quad box break because we have one more helmet to unveil here in this quad. I imagine we are pretty close on that single for the vault.
We're still 2 away. 2 away.
2 away, guys. Hey, while we're closing this last one out, it is 11:10 a.m. Central Time. Chris is going in the box. Rip and I have to be out of here at the latest 11:45. So we're going to continue to move here. But that means you guys are going to continue to move and get into that vault single. That's Rip dropping the link for you right there. Even while this quad box is happening, this is your time to multitask, right? You can watch your wins while you jump into the next chase. All right, box number 29 of 30, thanks to our wheel, picking those 4 numbers. Let's take a look here. What do we have on this one? I keep bumping this microphone because there's not a whole lot of room for me to... There we go. All right. There's that. 4th and final box in this quad box. Can anybody double up? Or will we see a brand new 4th winner coming from this one? And we've pulled now 2 headliners from this series. We pulled the Patrick Mahomes.
Real quick. If you're in this break, it's 11:11 Central Standard Time. Make a wish.
Exactly.
All right, sorry, continue.
No, you're good.
It was important.
We pulled 2 headliners. We pulled the Patrick Mahomes, and we pulled the secondary headliner in Chris Olave. This one's a little bit different. You don't see this name. I've actually never seen this name in the break room, but still a phenomenal player nonetheless. How about Charles Haley on that San Francisco 49ers authentic right there? Very nice. He's got an interesting signature. I have not seen him yet here in this break room. Have you?
I'm sorry. I got spaced out for a second. What's going on?
Charles Haley.
Charles Haley.
Yeah.
First time for me, too.
First time. So a very nice hit. That is the 49ers. That is out west in the NFC West. So that is Thomas Hupp. Finally, my guy, getting his win. What did we say, my guy? Yeah, Alex says, get those Eagles off the table. Too many. Yeah, we're doing it for the memes, Alex. It's not every day you pull 2 Michael Vicks and a LaShawn McCoy. That's crazy. It's not that, they're hits of the show. It's just that's what we got. That's what we got. But yes, Thomas going home with this very nice Charles Haley on that lid right there.
All 3 speed flexes are still available.
Yeah, and we didn't pull a single one. You would think Jay August says Collinspiracy. I like it. But yes, very nice hit indeed. You have, is it the Beckett certification? Beckett certification on the back there. I just love the gold San Francisco lids. I really do.
They're classic.
I'm happy to be writing your name down, Thomas. So, guys, are we moving in that single vault? Are we getting those last 2 spots?
Not since we last checked in.
I know I've been adamant on checking in because I'd like to see that get done before I'm completely done closing up this quad box break here, just so that we have the time to do it. Our chase wheel spin is the 1 and 4 in the minis. We have not dove into either of those here this morning, so we probably will not have a chase wheel spin, barring any kind of crazy buy-ins in these last few minutes. So we'll do that vault single. That will happen probably during this show. I'll give you guys a little bit more extended time. And, after we're done with that is when we will probably be wrapping up the show. Jay Hammy saying, Thomas, I'll trade that Michael Vick Eagles for that Niner lid if you're interested. Guys, make sure we let everybody know that if that trade does go down, I'll be monitoring the chat. Good luck if you guys do agree on something. That would be the Charles Haley from Thomas Hupp. For the Michael Vick from Jay Hammy. Now, Jay Hammy's Michael Vick, let's not get them confused. Jay Hammy's Michael Vick has the extra little inscription on it, Dual Threat GOAT. Shane says he'll trade. Shane has the Michael Vick Authentic without the inscription on it. Still a nice lid, though. I am going to bag up this Niners lid. I know, like Alex says, we have so many Eagles. We could maybe spice things up with a Niners lid, but we're going to keep the memes going.
We got all these Johns up here.
Yeah.
As they would say in Philadelphia.
We're going to keep the memes going, and we don't really have a whole lot of room otherwise.
It's a real Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man meme right here.
So Shane and Jay Hammy willing to trade. If they trade with each other, all they're really trading is an inscription. If they are both looking to trade with Thomas Hupp, then they're both looking for this 49ers lid in exchange for a Michael Vick lid. Then Thomas just has to decide, does he want the inscription one or the non-inscription Michael Vick lid? Or does he just want to keep his 49ers lid in general? Could be. Could be.
Could be. Who knows?
That vault, guys. Let's see. What could we be chasing in there? Oh, I don't know. Maybe 11 boxes more than worth your while and just 19 to go. That would include the Bo Jackson Speed Flex, the Brian Urlacher Authentic, the Jamar Chase Authentic, the Barry Sanders Speed Flex, the A.J. Brown Speed Flex, the George Kittle Authentic, and the Bo Nix Authentic, in addition to Frank Gore, Jameson Williams, and Vault Keys B like boy and D like dog, which somewhere in there there's a $200 gift card and a $100 gift card. You mentioned the 3 Speed Flexes in the Diamonds surviving, Rip. Well, there's 3 Speed Flexes in the vault. So similar price points. You could get in either. You have the same opportunities Speed Flex wise. Those are the 6 Speed Flexes that we have on the board right now. 4 left in the double mix-up. It's a little bit higher of a price point, so in order for us to stay on, I would like to see a little bit more movement in that mix-it-up series, J. August. I would want to probably see that at 2 to go within the next 10 minutes. So I'll give that until 11:28. I'll also give the vault till 10:28. And in fact, I should say 10:28. It would be 11:28. But actually, I'll give 2 extra minutes for the vault, since the vault is so much closer. I think it'll happen quicker, but I'll give it till 11:30. If we're not closed in either of those by 11:30, Rip and I will be hopping off, and we will leave it for the noon crew, which I am a half of that noon crew. My partner will be Robbie as the other half. So, what do we like, guys? What are we moving? It's been a great show so far. I will say, we didn't really have a whole lot of cohesiveness in the beginning. I think people were buying in, but not all into the same break spots. So things were filling up, but not all at the same time. And then it got to a point where enough spots were purchased that the floodgates opened up. And now we have opened 4 different series, or well, four different breaks: a double, a single jersey, and a quad. Boys, I have to run. If Thomas gets back on here or replies, I will trade the LaShawn McCoy or the Michael Vick Eagles for that Charles Haley 49er as a 1-for-1. If not, no worries. Thanks, Mike and Rip. All right, Jay Hammy, we will keep an eye on that for you. Since it'll be outside, well, if it's still in this show, of course, we can make that swap for you. If Thomas is here, Thomas, let us know. If not, if it's outside, if this show ends, that ends up being on you guys, I would suggest jumping back in and maybe exchanging some information between the two of you on how to go about that. But we'll keep an eye out for you, James. All right, my guy. Have a good one. We will see you soon. Hopefully see you at one of the later shows today. And hopefully see all of you at the later shows today. Just a reminder, it's Friday here. A little bit of Freaky Friday with Rip and I switching sides here. So in addition to that, that is your cue to know that, well, one, it is Friday, but two, that we have the 9 a.m., the noon shows, which I will be a part of with Robbie, well, the 3 o'clock show, the 6 o'clock show, and a UA After Dark, which this UA After Dark will actually be the last one for a little while as we kind of change things around here in the break room. So if you want to get a chance at that Nightlight series and some of those other cool exclusive helmets in that After Dark program, tonight would be your time. As you know, it should be coming back, but there is going to be some changes here in the break room. So we're just going to get that hashed out before we continue on with such a big show.
It's going to get revamped and brought back better than ever.
Exactly. All right, so how are we looking on that vault?
No movement.
No movement.
Shocking.
Guys, there's only two
Truly
spots
shocking.
to go. It's got to go. It's just the single. It's not like I'm asking you to buy in for
It's
the
gotta
biggest
go,
price
gotta
point.
go. So we can pull these
some of the-
Valkeys. It's gotta go 9 headliners.
Don't
To
need
be
that anymore.
taken. Wow.
These. Clean up my area a little bit over here for the noon guy to come in. Oh, wait, that's once again
wait.
still me. I'm actually going to combine these Post-it notes. Anybody ever done that? There we go. Throw that over there. Throw it over by there. That was a really nice quad box break because we got 4 different winners. I do like to see the quadruple ups. We did see that last night with Shane. I believe he won a quad, all 4 spots. But I believe it was mostly him buying in. So this time it was Thomas Hupp that had the majority of the spots, and he still walked away with something, which is very cool. But we also got 3 other winners, which is nice, you know? So, I mean, love to see this wealth being spread throughout the community in the break room. But now, guys, you got to bring that wealth right back in. We got to buy those last 2 spots of the vault so that we can close that out, get you guys one more win here before this morning is over. And this ball game is over. What do you guys want to see in the vault? I've asked Rip what he wanted to see in general, and he did go to the vaults first and foremost. He said he wants to see that Brian Urlacher. I was in agreement with him. If I had to say, though, I mean, there's 3 speed flexes in there. Are we chasing a Bo Jackson? Are we chasing a Barry Sanders? Are we chasing an A.J. Brown? It would all make sense. There's my head as I... Oh, that's the Jay Jettis sticker. Little cue card.
Real quick, Mike, we were talking about zombie movies yesterday, right? Or
We
the day
were,
before?
yeah.
A movie that I just remembered on the way in this morning. I don't know if you saw. I don't know how many people have seen this movie, starring Lupita Nyong'o.
Oh,
Called Little Monsters. She's like,
is it a zombie movie?
it's a zombie movie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And-
I saw a bunch of the coming attractions for it, and I think she won awards for it, didn't she?
No, it was real small. I think it just like released on Hulu or something like that.
Oh, I saw the hype around it. I have not seen it.
This is many years. It wasn't many years ago, but it was around like 2020. I want to say.
It was probably right
Yeah.
after her
Fantastic.
her
really good.
Black Panther fame.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, she was.
Oh, she
big
was
before
doing.
that
Was
as
she
well.
doing? She had done a couple of the Jordan Peele movies too, didn't she? Have you seen some of those?
Yeah, she did Us. She was also in Force Awakens as well.
Oh yeah. Well, voice
Yeah.
acting, right?
Mocap.
Was she?
She was Maz.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's who I was. I just couldn't think of the character's name. Yeah. That's got to be tough to motion cap that time. Although special effects these days do a whole lot. But
I mean, yeah, that's
mocapping
every
Maz.
Avatar movie. Is,
Yeah.
yeah.
I forgot that was her too. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like takes place in like Australia, I want to say, and yeah, she's like a school teacher, like little kids.
Okay.
And yeah, it's fantastic.
That's got to be a very terrifying place to be in a zombie apocalypse. Like, I understand that like maybe there's not as populated of cities out there, so maybe it's a little bit better. But like, can you think about all the animals that would just like run you down to begin with?
Yeah.
And then like if some of those started zombifying, no thanks, I'm out.
We are one away in the vault.
One away, guys. We've got 5 minutes until that spot. Although you did buy in, so maybe if we do hit to that 11:30 mark and we're not completely closed out in the vault, maybe I will buy you guys a little bit extra time. But I will say, get in there, get that last spot. Even if you have a spot already, it doesn't hurt to double up and solidify. You get the closer magic, and you get yourself one extra spot. Increase your odds, increase your chances. And then you never know. You're walking away with the lone helmet that we're breaking in this vault single. It is a vault single, right?
Yes. I don't know why I said that like a snake. Yes. Like I'm Sir Hiss over here.
Let's see what else. What else is there that we have not covered thus far? What are you guys doing for your weekends? Any fun plans here in the break room? How about you, Rip? What do you got going on for this weekend? You got shows, right?
I have a show tonight. If you're in the Chicagoland area, by all means, feel free. I'm going to be in the 7 o'clock Comedy Sports match at the world famous IO Theater in Lincoln Park in Chicago. Yeah, should be great. Had 2 buyouts yesterday. We got a group sale for this show tonight, but it's also open to the public. I'll be on the blue team, the hometown Chicago Bosses.
All right.
So I can't wait until I get my own actual personalized Comedy Sports jerseys, because I'm going to be wearing them on Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
How many other breakers in here can wear their own jerseys?
I mean, I played for teams, so I have a couple of my own jerseys, but not like that.
So that's one.
But not like that.
So one of you.
I wouldn't even really count it, though.
Well,
Like, I don't even know if any of them have my names on the back.
they could.
I have a sweater for Haunting that has my name on the back. But actually, I'm pretty sure every other jersey I own, or even jersey that I own, does not have my name on the back.
Sorry to change the subject again, but another thing we were talking about, I think yesterday, that also popped in my head, the topic of NBA names that sound like Star Wars names.
Oh, did we ever run down that list?
Which list?
The list of the Star Wars MLB names?
Oh, no, we didn't.
But go ahead. What was your point?
Well, another one, I just started thinking of basketball names as, thank you so much, Ty. Thank you so much. If you're ever in town, by all means, come check us out. But yeah, oh God, there was another one. Oh, Maxi Kleba. That is a 100% Star Wars name
100%, yeah.
Absolutely.
No, the baseball ones were good too.
You said Lars Nootbaar, which is great. Oh, I saw there was another one.
Lars Nootbaar was the first one on top. Then it was Bo Bichette.
Okay, yeah.
Bryce Terang. I could see it as like an X-Wing fighter pilot. Xander Bogaerts.
Xander's a good one. Xander Bogaerts is a solid
Shea
one.
Langoliers.
Yeah.
I could see that one. How about this one, especially for a Rebel? Reese Hoskins. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in Blue Squadron.
Yeah.
Reese Hoskins.
Tarek Skubal, Cy Young. Tarek Skubal.
Okay.
Roki Sasaki, the brand new Japanese phenom this year. Osvaldo Bido. Come on now.
The last name
Bido.
really sold it there.
Matthew Liberatore.
Okay.
I can kind of see that one. Cal Quantrill.
Yeah.
So that's a good one.
Yeah, Quantrill, really. And the Cal, too, honestly.
Ben Kasparius.
Let's get out of here.
That is 100% like Han Solo's arch nemesis, Like he's also a type of smuggler type of dude.
It's I get a little wary of the wary or weary. I always get those two mixed up. Of the ones that have like the famous first names already, because another one that I wanted to say was Luke Cornett, but like you can't have two Lukes in Star Wars.
Well, this one's close, but this is Lake Bachar. Lake is his first name.
That
and
works.
then Porter Hodge. I feel like they were thinking of Jet Porkins on that one. But yeah. All incredible athletes, but also very
Star Wars.
very Star Warsy. Yes.
You could find them just mulling around at Galaxy's Edge in Jakku.
It is 11:30, guys. Because we have that one more spot bought in, I am going to buy you guys 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. So if we get to 11:35, we've got to have that vault single closed. I know they were also talking. Jeff August was talking about, the 4 left to go in the double mix-up. But I don't know if that has moved a whole lot. So we're mostly focused on that vault single. If somebody can be a hero, close out that vault single. We'll get one more break in here for the morning, and then we will be off your screen. But joke's on you. I'm coming right back.
Glory?
Yes. Crosstown Classic between the White Sox and the Cubs is this weekend.
Yeah.
Any of you that are local, Jeff August, I know you're a big Cubs fan. Are you heading on down? These games are at Wrigley. Let's take a look at some of the other MLB games across the board. We've also got...
it's rivalry week.
It must be.
It is. It's rivalry weekend.
Guardians and Reds, so the Battle of Ohio right there. Pirates and Phillies, the Battle of Pennsylvania. That one's in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Mets and Yankees. Oh, they knew exactly what they were doing here. Washington's Nationals and Orioles.
Battle for the Beltway.
Tigers and Blue Jays have a little bit of a rivalry going on there. That's for sure. Braves and Red Sox is the only one that I don't see as a real big rivalry. However,
that's definitely a stretch because they're going back to like the Boston Braves, essentially.
Yeah. However, take a look at this. Chris Sale versus Garrett Crochet. White Sox fans, that's one to tune in for. 2 of your former pitchers that have absolutely been tearing things up. Sale off to a slow start this year, but so have the rest of the Braves. But Garrett Crochet, a 1.93 ERA. He got his first win against the White Sox because he had a slow start as well, and now he's back up in the win column. Chris Sale was winning a Cy Young last year, so, I mean, can you believe he's doing it at that age? Rays and Marlins, of course, the Battle of Florida, the other Battle of Florida. Got Garrett Crochet on my fantasy team, so hoping the Red Sox pull it off. Yeah, Neon Shark. I would lean towards the Red Sox in this one as well. Braves are 22-22, exactly 500, 7-15 on the road. Red Sox are 22-23, but they have a winning record at home, 11-9. So let's hope those Red Sox can get back in gear.
Who's lurking around? Who's hovering over that order button?
The Battle of Missouri.
For the last spot in that vault single. Who's doing it? Who's thinking about it? Who's mulling it over?
Battle of Missouri. That is at Kauffman Stadium between the Cardinals and the Royals.
I don't believe you, Mike. Show me.
Battle of Missouri?
Show me.
Oh, the Show Me State?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That'll be a good one to watch. I can't show you because I don't know what channel it's on. But I know on Apple TV Plus, you could see Astros and Rangers, the Battle of Texas. That's at Globe Life Field. Beautiful fairly brand new Globe Life Field, just as of a couple of years ago. Twins and Brewers. Yep, there's got to be a rivalry there, even though it's AL, NL. Those two are close in proximity. It's a little bit of a stretch, but I think less of a stretch than Red Sox and Braves.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta. Well, again, I mean, you got the history there, but sometimes look, they're not all going to be winners, you know.
Right. You got the Mariners and Padres. That one's even more of a stretch for me. I get it's an NL. Well, no, AL versus NL West. That one's a stretch for me. I don't know about that one. Do I have any Padres fans in here? Can you tell me? Do you have some kind of rivalry with the Mariners? I don't think so. I would think it'd be mostly Southern California, but you already have those Southern California teams eaten up with the Los Angeles rivalry, the Angels versus the Dodgers. That'll be a fun one to watch. Even though the Angels are not so great these days and the Dodgers are a powerhouse. And then you have the Athletics going up against the Giants.
I hear that if the Athletics win that series, they get the Giants Stadium.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well,
they're playing for pinks.
They are in need. Yeah. I would really actually have rather seen maybe Giants versus Padres, but then that would have left Mariners versus Athletics. That would have been a little on the weird side, but it's a decent stretch, I guess. But wow. Is that all 30 teams? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 15 matchups. So all 30 teams in action tonight. As far as the playoffs go, though, because this is the best time of the year for sports. You've got NBA playoffs, you've got NHL playoffs, and you've got current baseball going down. Tonight will be, game number 6 between the Knicks and the Celtics. Boston with some injuries.
Big game.
It's not looking good for them. It's not a time where you want those injuries because they are down 3-2. The defending champs are in that series.
A lot of factors at play here. One, I saw that it is likely going to set the record for most expensive ticket for a Knicks game.
Yeah, I bet.
This game 6. You have potential Ewing theory out there. Are you familiar with Ewing theory?
I am not.
The theory that back in those Ewing's Knicks days, Ewing obviously was their star player, but secretly, not so secretly, when he was off the court, they kind of played a little better. So the Ewing theory is you take the star away and the team actually does play a little bit better.
So you know Jason Tatum.
It's in play.
Okay,
it's
interesting.
in play.
Interesting.
But that's the thing, though, is like I still wouldn't even count that because they're still excellent with him.
Right.
You know, they still won with him.
Right.
It's going to be, I mean, this was my hot take yesterday was like.
They come back and win the series.
Well, even if they, like, beyond winning the series, like, this team can still. Jaylen Brown was the finals MVP. You know, this team absolutely can still win the title without Jason Tatum, which is an insane thing to say, but it only goes to show, like, that's just a credit towards the organization.
I wonder if some of it is, you realize you're without such a, it's not like they don't like him. It's not like a diva thing.
It's not
they
a
realize they're
personal
without
thing.
such a big player, so they have to all step up. Are we filled out in that vault?
Yes.
All right, so we will get that vault break in. While Rip is preparing that, I will drop a message in the chat. Vault. What number is this one?
Number 1. Single number 1. No. Yeah.
That seems right, actually. Because
there's been 3 quads, 2 doubles. So yeah.
So vault single box break number 1. Drop me a box number, por favor. That is the matchup for tonight, NBA-wise. NHL-wise...
Yeah, dog, I'm going to miss this game. I'm going to be upset.
Maple Leafs and Panthers. Rip, your Panthers could close it out tonight.
You want to talk about memes, dude? Did you see all the memes from that last game?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Bobrovsky photo, the Kachuk photo, just looking back, giving like that, the one little girl setting the house on fire look, you know what I mean? So good.
Yep. Yeah, so Panthers lead the Maple Leafs 3-2 after the Maple Leafs took a 2-0 series lead in this one. Florida has won 3 straight, which included a 6-1 shellacking. It was 6-0 at a certain point in this last game. The defending champs looking to punch their ticket back to the Eastern Conference Finals over the Maple Leafs. It's so sad for the Maple Leafs. They've won 2 first-round series in the last 21 years, and both times now they've run into the Panthers and lost in round 2.
Look,
at least they didn't chant, "We want Florida" this time.
I was going to say, the lesson to be learned here is no one should ever want Florida in any way, in a positive way, in a negative way. Stay away from Florida.
They should have even learned even before that first time, because Florida was not expected to beat the red-hot President's Trophy Boston Bruins, and they did.
Yeah.
And
now we have their captain.
You didn't. Why would you want to play? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Why would you want to play the team that knocked off the President's Trophy winners and are hot and are on a roll?
Yeah.
Of course,
we're gonna beat the Maple Leafs, and then Austin Matthews is gonna be on the team in a few years.
Yeah, oh my God. That'd be crazy. But I mean, think about it. Like, the Panthers that year, they went all the way to the Cup final and they lost.
Yes.
But that was the start of their resurgence here.
Yes, it was.
And, the Maple Leafs are going, we want this red hot Florida team. And it's like, no, you really don't. You really don't.
Be careful
and this time
what
they
you
didn't.
wish for.
They didn't ask for it, but they did say, "Oh, I think we have it better this time. I think we'll have their number." Not quite, guys. I need a box number. If I don't get a box, excuse me, if I don't get a box number in 1 minute, that'll be 11:41. I am going to go to the wheel, and we have how many boxes left in the vault? 19. Okay,
now, it's gonna be 18.
so I'll go to the 1 through 30 wheel, and then we will just see what's close. We're coming up on it. Let me get my wheel at least ready. Where is that at? Boxes 1 through 30. There's 11:41. All right, so we're going to the wheel, ladies and gentlemen. Spinning the wheel here this time. Looks like we are going to get box number 20. Box number 20. And I believe we should have it. 17 through 19. And then that'll be 21 through 24. What box number did we do in the jerseys? Do you remember?
In the what?
In the jerseys?
We did box number 25.
Okay, I did take that off. So that was correct. I know I took the quad numbers off. First down diamonds. Oh, that we closed out the diamond series. So, all right. So my ticker is accurate. It is up to date. Let's get to it over here, but we need to randomize these names. If you see right here, these are who we have in the break. That would be Matthew Dimmitt. That would be Donnie DeHutt once again. He's been our big winner in this morning. Karen Regan, Donnie DeHutt again, Christopher Leone, Joshua Secord, Tom Kozic, and Matthew Dimmitt rounding us out as well. Let's get over to the... Oh, we're a little crooked on the camera. All of a sudden, the camera just started moving over here. All right, well, I'm not going to worry about that right now. We're just going to get to the randomizer because Rip and I only have a couple more minutes here. Let's go around 10 times with these 8 names. Get you guys into your according divisions. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That is our order. Karen Regan, you have the NFC North. Joshua Secord. Nope, excuse me. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, it didn't copy. I was like, wait a minute. That's the same order. There we go. This is our order. So, Karen Regan, you are in the NFC North. Joshua Secord, you're in the NFC South. Donnie DeHutt, NFC East. Matthew Dimmitt, in NFC West. He also has the AFC West. Also in the AFC, Christopher Leone in the North. AFC South, Tom Kozic. And AFC East, Donnie DeHutt. Good luck, everyone. I know that product cam is a little crooked right now, but this is box 20 of 30 in the vault. Let's get to breaking. Let's see what we got in here. Is it a Speed Flex? Is it at least a headliner? Does it come with a vault key? Let's see.
So many questions. All will be revealed.
No vault key. Do we have a headliner? Oh, you speak his name and he shall appear. Would you look at that? Not even pictured. Boomer Esiason on that Bengals. This almost looks like the one we had the other day. Although the signature, the ink is a little different. It's matching the black on this Salute to Service Authentic. Look at that. You got the American flag on the back, the Beckett certification, the Salute to Service inscription on the bottom. Boomer Esiason on that Bengals lid. That's an AFC North hit. That is going to Christopher Leone. Christopher, I'm sure you're mighty happy that we got one more break in here so that you could see that go down for you. Congratulations. Very nice.
Always love to get one in under the wire, you know?
Yeah. I will be at the Boomers game later, the minor league baseball team that's out here. So, fitting that I pull a Boomer in my very first show. It'll bookend my day. All right, guys. Well, that has been our show. Rip, we do need from you, though, your hits of the show. Which is kind of memed up today.
What am I supposed to do when there's no dolphins
I can leave the Boomer out for this.
What's that?
I can leave the Boomer out for this.
Yeah, what else
Might
we
as
doing?
well at this point.
Well, let's see. That Eagles helmet is really great, I gotta tell you.
Yeah, the one?
The one Eagles
The one, yeah.
Let's see. So we got, all right. 6-1. Letterman style. That was more Michael Jackson, but okay. LaShawn McCoy, Michael Vick with the inscription, Boomer Esiason.
Okay. I know, it's tough. Right? It's like you're cruising along, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, but then I got to pick who's the top spot.
Jetta's then Mahomes.
That's
I'm not
fair.
happy about it.
Yeah.
But what else are you supposed to be? He's got the color match and everything. Ay.
I am with you on the ranking of the Eagles helmets that we have here. The one Eagles helmet. Then I would put, yes, Boomer in the 3 spot. And then I'm actually going to flip it just because I know you kind of in your heart wanted to flip it, but couldn't. I'm actually going to put the GOAT, Patrick Mahomes. Is he the GOAT? That's the question. I'm going to put him at number 2. And that Jay Jettis is just so purple, so clean. Don't get me wrong. I love the blood red on the Patrick Mahomes. That is super sick. And it's red is my favorite color.
Oh.
But I cannot go without that purple that matches the visor with the black in there on the Justin Jefferson. It doesn't matter either way because both are going to Mr. DeHut. Congratulations on a great show, my guy. He said great show to us as well. So, yes, very nice there. We are signing off at the 11:47 mark. You can tune in to all of our shows here at the UA Break Room, Ultimate Autographs. That is 9 o'clock. You already knew about that one. You were here. The noon, the 3 o'clock, and the 6 p.m. And on Friday, tonight, will be the After Dark show at midnight. Make sure to follow us on all of our socials. That's Facebook. I believe we have a Twitter, Instagram. But make sure to catch us live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We will see you at noon. Thank you again. Thank you to Rip for an awesome show. Any final thoughts?
Just that when you say Mr. DeHut, it reminds me of from the 2011 The Muppets movie with Jason Segel. Chris Cooper's character Tex Richmond refers to Kermit the Frog as Mr. the Frog.
Yes.
So that's just what that reminds me of.
Well, good luck with everything, Donnie. We hope you're feeling better, and we will see all of you at noon.